Make sure Crumb and the other guy have the link.
Roger.
Mr. Blue Sky.
I'll send it over.
What's going on, people? It's Schmuel Buckman. It's Thursday. And we had a little boomer issue there earlier. And it has corrected itself. And if by correcting itself, that means that we put the friggin' stream, and by we I mean me, put the stream on unlisted. But we're now live, hopefully. And let's see. Let's just make sure we're listed. We are public. We are here. Ah, there we go. Did I help with my DM? You didn't hurt. You didn't hurt. I appreciate it. I just wasn't, I don't usually look at DMs before. Twitter looking before, but I actually happened to be on Twitter because I saw something that I found very funny, which was David Skarica, Addicted to Profits, had a book launch party on Mere Musk. And last I saw, it was unlisted. Last I saw, he had 14 people watching. This must be one hell of a book. So
I bet it is.
Yeah,
it's in the Bahamas, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, that's the guy in the Bahamas, and he was so butthurt by Patrick Melton. It is hilarious. He's like, he's still raging over Patrick making fun of his fridge magnets, you know, and like Dave Sarah tells you, just fucking go with it, you know?
Just go with it. Melton was shitting on me today in stream, calling me cringe and just as bad as Ashley Cummings, and I just go with it. What am I supposed to say? What is he supposed to say? Is he supposed to ball wash me? No. He's supposed to make, his fans need him to shit on me. So I get it. Just go with it, dude.
Yeah, he does his job and we do ours. Our numbers are going to be low tonight because I'm not going to have, Twitter is not letting me stream to them.
Oh.
So
that might create a funnel. In marketing, that's called funneling. You want all your clicks to go into one place sometimes. So sometimes you want to funnel all your shit. That means sometimes removing some parts of your stream that are accessible to other places. Sometimes you want to funnel everybody to YouTube because it's just easier that way.
What's very interesting is I had that conversation with a streamer today who told me that, he was going to use Streamlabs because he wanted to stream to Twitch and Kick and all these things all at the same time. And I said, there's a certain amount of dilution that they talk about with that, and it's not necessarily good.
Yeah, when you're new, sure, it's good to just spread your wings and see, there's a program that's an OBS clone called Prism that allows you within of Prism to multi-stream to different platforms. Kick being one and Rumble, yada, yada. You can add your own STMP sites and stuff like that. And it's good for new people. New people should spread their wings, and super huge people. If you're super big or super small, it makes sense to do both, to do those things. If you're in the middle somewhere, and sometimes you funnel to your YouTube for a while, and then maybe you want to grow your Kick. So then you start funneling to your Kick, meaning you do more streams over there, maybe you do some exclusive stuff. So it all just, you got to play with it. There's so many moving parts nowadays.
I agree. My advice, of course I wasn't asked for it, but my advice was work on your content and, and you can do pretty much I've learned you can pretty much do everything that you can do on Streamlabs with OBS and you don't have to pay for it. And Streamlabs starts to get pricey, except I guess maybe the merch store.
I don't use Streamlabs. I've never used Streamlabs. I use Stream Elements, and I've downloaded the Stream Elements OBS clone before. I don't use that anymore because it's a little hectic, and the notifications aren't so intuitive as they make it seem. And it's not that it's hard to do. It's just it's the word I guess I would be using is intuitive. It's not very user friendly. But once you get the hang of it, it could be pretty easy. it's a little glitchy here and there when you try to do too much with Stream Elements, but I've never really used Streamlabs for a long period of time, so I don't really know that platform. You know, I'm sure it's changed in the last 5 years, so it's been probably that long since I've used it. Stream Elements is great though. It's been around forever, 10 years. You know, they do the text to speech. They do the voice. You could do a British voice or a woman's voice or whatever African voice. They don't have, you know, the customization of using custom AI voices, which I think is cool and fine. But it's, again, these things have been around forever. And the fact that like Dabbleverse people and Kevin Brennan included, it's like, bro, these things have been around forever, dude. Don't see there. Nobody's reinventing the wheel. Nothing. The only difference between, let's say, Super Tip and these other ones is that yes, the customizable voices. I don't even know what the legalities of it is. I don't care. But second is, you know, the you're giving directly to the creator rather than Stream Elements being the intermediary between the two.
Right.
So you don't get any of their information, but if you trust, if you want to give money to your creator, you should trust them anyway. So only send creators.
We can talk about what information you get, which is a little,
But you also have to sequester it. It's like a process. It's not like just, oh, I get all this information now.
Yeah,
it's not like
don't,
that.
and you don't, and we also get, you know, it's like they're aware of what we're looking at. So, Sam Bibley wants to accept the #1 designation in Schmuel's chat. Thank you. I don't know which #1 we're talking about, but we could give it to you. We could give it to,
Just
and
the
Frank
#1
is
son.
always in here, but you guys are your stuff. Let us add Mr. Blue Sky to the stage. Good evening from
Good
Northern
evening.
Europe. And I have a hard out at 9:30, kids. So
Pussy.
I know.
Are we taking
Well-
our hard outs?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
take the
we're
hard
taking our
ends, the
hard-
hard R's, the hard outs. Let's do it
Dude,
all.
when was the last? I'm so old. I can't remember
When was the last time you used the
mine
hard
was
R? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, we're taking out our hard thing.
KB is very excited. Lady KB is very excited to see Mr. Blue Sky this evening, and I am as well. And it's funny, you know, that so we're not streaming on X, so it's hilarious to see the numbers about a quarter of what they normally, you know, come up in that thing. And I always look at it and I'm always like, oh, that looks good. And then,
Yeah, but you know the Twitter numbers are bullshit.
no, I know,
So-
but
it
I'm
just feels
laughing
good,
because
I
it's
get it.
like, yeah, it's like mental masturbation. I don't accomplish
yes.
anything, but it makes me feel better, right? And then I look at it and I'm like, I'm laughing. But I've had I had a discussion with an actual podcaster this week, an actual streamer who
Melton?
was
Jake?
trying to convince me that
Jake.
Twitter numbers were legitimate. And
Nobody
said-
ever chats on it, so it's like impossible to be legitimate. Unless the creator, you don't put ads on your shit. You don't put ads on your shit. Melton, Chad, these people put ads on their stuff. So I can understand why wanting to watch Melton through Twitter or Chad through Twitter makes sense, but neither of those people do through Twitter anyway. So, or, you know, so I can understand, but there's,
Twitter
to me,
is
there's
yeah, and the thing with
subpar.
Twitter, basically, it's I looked it up. It's not that hard to find. It's 5 seconds, and you have to have your screen open. I think more than 30%. More than 30% of your screen has to be.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
My
My
whereas
screen is all open the whole way, all the time.
has to be 30%. Imagine having these criteria to count as a view.
right.
So
It gets a little bit over. It's a little bit over the top. I don't really need this light right now. I'm have a big window in front of me, and the sun is still out. And so, hey, we jumped in. We didn't screw up. I screwed up. I was testing stuff earlier because I felt terrible about Cupcake's super chat coming in the other night and it being unreadable. And it should be readable now. But you know what? Why not just test it? Wow, super tip from American Cupcake. Okay, how far away from Antioch? If it's not too far, let's have a few drinks tonight. Wow, Cupcake's trying to hook things up. So,
Antioch is it's a 6-hour drive for me. So I don't know.
Oh,
It's probably not going to happen tonight, but maybe over the weekend.
yeah, possibly.
But I love
He's
you, buddy.
here.
Anytime. I'm in SoCal, but anytime, buddy. I'm down.
If he's here, why is my? There we go. Much
Is it
better.
true that it never
Cool.
rains there?
No, it rains because Dave has called me when it's raining. Thank
Oh.
you.
But
Yeah, it's been
but
raining.
then when
Dude,
it does
cloud
rain,
seeding.
it pours.
It's cloud seeding. I'm telling you, at the end of February, it was a beautiful blue sky outside. I walk out at around noon the next day, beautiful blue sky. Hi, Mr. Blue Sky. But a fucking chemtrail, literally from San Bernardino to West Hollywood. I could see it all the way across the sky. For the next month and a half, cloudy weather and rain in May. So I get it. May showers brings April. What is it? April showers brings May flowers. But you know,
I heard April is
March,
open season.
April. I mean, it's wild. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so
Yeah, it's this thing. It's called weather, right? There's been sunny days and cloudy days, like since the dawn of time.
right.
I thought it was
Yes.
called climate.
Yes.
But
No, climate is different than weather, but
climate change
yeah.
is so powerful that Greta Thunberg is now trying to defend Palestine. I mean, it's amazing what these people, what these climate changers can do.
yeah, and Israel has said they're going to handle it appropriately, which I think is
she
fantastic.
has a controlled
Which I think
oppositional
is
defiant
amazing.
disorder.
All right, let's do let's just do an intro real quick, and I apologize because we didn't start late, we just fucked up.
Are you gonna play a non-copyrighted song for 2 minutes?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm just going to introduce myself as Schmuel Buckman, and we're here Tuesdays and Thursdays with Dave Sarah. If you'd like to help out the show, it's supertip.com, supertip.gg,
No, it's not.
supertip.gg /Buckman.
Let's try that one more time. 3, 2,
All right.
1.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Schmuel Buckman, and welcome to our Thursday night stream. We stream every Tuesday and Thursday, and if you'd like to help out the show, please go to supertip.gg /Buckman. And joining me tonight are Mr. Blue Sky, famous musician and all-around stud, and David Sarah,
Hello.
California resident
Nice.
and whatever.
Let's go ask you.
Let's go ask him.
It's okay. This isn't live, is it?
It is live.
We're
I'm
unlisted, so it's okay. We have to send the link to everybody you see in chat.
No, we're listed.
Are we? Cool.
We're listed
Thank God.
now.
Thank God for
Yeah.
that.
And I tried
So wait.
to add go ahead.
Sorry. No, I you mentioned a
Number
super
4.
tip from Cupcake. Did you put it up?
Yeah,
Am
I did.
tripping?
We put
Okay.
it up because he asked you how
Oh,
far
shit.
it is to Antioch.
I didn't see that. Thank you.
Now let's see if
Ooh,
let's
the
see what
quality
happens.
looks like it's getting better too.
All right, I need everybody in the chat to let me know if you can hear this and if I hit the right button.
Welcome to the DJ Bachman. No.
Not you. You might not be able to hear it, but YouTube should be able
Barely.
to hear it.
It's like very. But
Yeah, it's-
maybe. Okay, let's.
I don't trust Echo. No, the sound on that one is bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I
But
don't know
Buckman,
why.
Again, whatever. You're good. We'll talk about this off air.
Let me just, Jesus fucking Christ, would you slow down? I know what the
I am
problem is
slow.
here, boys. Just if we get a super tip, a voice super tip, and it doesn't play on YouTube, I will refund your money. So there you go. But I would. Did you see the super tip leaderboard today? So Melton had a
Perry was
super
at
tip.
top.
Melton had a super tip leaderboard. Chad was on it, but Chad hasn't made any money.
Maybe it's a test. They could have done a test thing.
No, I know, but then why would they be counted? Is it the number of super tips or is it the amount of
I
money?
mean, like like somebody sent a test amount to him, or if it's all connected to the same Stripe account, I don't know how any of this works, but if like he said, if he has a Stripe account for Twitter and locals, theoretically, maybe if somebody donated, I don't know. No, I don't know. That doesn't actually sound right, what I was about to say, which was if it's connected, maybe it pulled it from there or something, but I don't know.
Echo Pineapple, because he's always got to break my balls. It's a shame you can't test it before stream. I did test it before the stream, and it worked. People could hear it on YouTube, but we were
I
unable
heard
to
it on
hear
YouTube.
it in StreamYard.
I heard it on YouTube. It came out very
No,
modulated and robotic.
it's that Kevin. It's that particular
got
super
it.
chat. It's not all of them, and I apparently hid. Let's see. There was a Pat Dixon one in here, but I don't know where that is. So, hey, does anybody know Starry?
I've seen them in chat. Yeah.
They've
been around for a while.
They got really pissed off at me the other night. I referred to her as a him.
I have no idea if it's a him or a her.
I'm
And
gonna
they
tell
were.
something. Can you guys hear this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your soundboard's working great.
No.
Yours stinks because we can only hear it over your mic, but not the computer.
That's impossible. You're hearing it through my microphone.
the
The
fuck?
soundboard's connected. Is the quality bad?
I got a hat.
MBS is a better
this is a
judge
great
of that
show.
than I am.
This is a great show.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
I-
fun. I'm sure it's
It's the
fun.
bestest ever. it
I
says.
misgendered her. I apologize, but apparently I didn't. And she's a big Pat Dixon super chatter, and I felt bad. So I'm apologizing again to Starry. I
Anita
would,
Dick.
I would say, whoa.
Oh, it's actually pretty good. The no.
Wow.
It's great quality. You Echo, I don't know what you're talking about. It's great quality.
Oh, it
just
is
listened to
now. We didn't hear the hat thing, though.
Can we start the show? Let's start the show.
The show started. We're
Hit
in.
live.
We've got we give it, what do you call it, about 20 minutes until about 8 o'clock. Just kind of bringing everybody in, saying hello, and then
Oh right, you didn't have your usual 3 to 4 minute introduction
not. I
song.
did not
followed
have
by
my-
your
I didn't
4 to
have my
5 minute other introduction song. I know. Sorry.
my intro, and Dave, if you kept up with the Dabbleverse, you would have known what to say to me.
You're part of the Hackverse. I just want you to know that you're not part of the Dabbleverse.
Okay, I don't know what verse I'm in, and I can't
Actually,
figure. I
Being
still
part of the
haven't
Hackverse
decided.
makes you a guy probably, so that's actually a good thing. I actually
According
complimented
to
you.
according to my boy Mint Diggity, Schmuel, you ain't a
I'm
guy.
Dave's crazy
All right,
brother.
there you go. No, Schmuel's a guy. What are you talking about? He's on Super Tip.
Yeah,
Only guys with Megan Fox.
it's not
you're-
Megan Fox.
Ah, damn it.
At least that's what
different name.
Patrick said today. But that who knows?
Ah, shucks. Old thumb finger Megan isn't on supertip.gg. I don't believe it.
Yeah. So Dave, if you could do me a favor on YouTube, if you could pull up today's Mirror Musk and just have it ready, and
Yeah, buddy. That's what
Who's on there?
it was David Skarica
Oh,
and Chad Zumach. We have to kind of go to the end of it because it's it's quite it's really quite funny. He doesn't watch any of Melton's stuff, right? He doesn't watch any of these things. He doesn't pay attention to any of these things. But then he gives detailed descriptions of every one of these things. But he's calling Melton all sorts of names, and Chad is like waxing poetic about this guy being a crook and this guy not paying taxes, and everything that Chad's ever done, he holds against other people. So that's pretty bad. Thank you, Stallion 19.
That's because I'm the best clipper.
Yeah, yes, you're good at all this stuff. It's just that it's so sporadic.
Yes, I've talked about this before. My only reason to be monetized on YouTube and to accept anything with super chats is for the live show that I want to do called the MI Degenerate Show, or called Live AIDS. I want to do live in a comedy club, live on YouTube, but that requires some special characteristics. One of the things is it requires a good internet connection. Second thing it requires is I want 100% of the door, like I was going to get at the Rec Room. I'm probably not going to do a show on Saturday or Sunday or Friday night. It's going to probably be a Wednesday or a Sunday or a Tuesday. So I want 100% of the door. They can have the 2-drink minimum. I want the internet, and I need my channel to be monetized so that I can accept super chats during the show.
Is this going to happen before or after Catalano Con?
Look, last year, I was supposed to have it in August of last year at the Rec Room, or September of last year at the Rec Room, a month after Shuli's.
Catalano is an
because of-
ex-con.
But because Shuli got the Rec Room closed down, I have no way of, I got to find a new venue. And it's not easy finding a venue that has good internet, a powered PA system, because I don't have my own speakers, and my board doesn't power speakers. So I need a powered PA system, internet, and 100% of the door. You might say it's Dave's finding excuses to not have the show, but that is a trait of lots of places in Southern California, and I'm sure I'll be able to find one eventually.
Okay. All right. We just, I'd like to still be around when you do it. I don't want to be getting like Biden's dementia and not remember.
Maybe you weren't around when I started it. You've only been around for, I don't know, a couple of months.
100 years.
So yeah, you want to say you hope you're around. You're not going to be around probably for much longer. So answer's probably no for you.
Cupcakes Corner with American Cupcakes. Sounds like Joey C. He says he never watches any of my shows, but yet he comments and clips my show. Yeah, some of these guys are very funny. A lot of people do that. Oh, no, I didn't see this. And then they do it. Eckel nailed me once because I said I wasn't paying attention to something, but then I was able to describe it. And I'm like, no, I saw the clip. I didn't see the show. But he doesn't believe me. He thinks I sit there watching them all day long. Today, while working, I spent the day listening to preachers getting arrested. It was a lot of fun. So there we go. There we go with that. Eckel Pineapple. I never believe you. And Deitois here. WZ. So
Warzone? Is she playing Warzone or something?
Warzone.
What the fuck is wrong with sitting there watching all day? Oh, I don't have a problem with it. It's just that I have a limited amount of time. And
Left.
Yes, exactly. I'm well aware of that. So, and this started as a distraction for me, and then it kind of grew out of hand, and I was missing my usual stuff. Crumb is here. All right.
The show is officially unlistenable.
Hey,
Say that one.
Whoa.
Crumb is unlistenable?
Oops.
Wait, is that what I just heard? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to
No,
pay
you're fine.
attention to the chat and this. And
Is he louder than us?
Yeah. Everybody relax. Don't worry. I'll handle the mic settings. Don't touch your mic settings. I'll equalize everything.
okay.
Hell, I only touched my, yeah.
I know, Mr. Blue Sky. Bro, dude, I can't wait till you come to the United States. You're such a fob. I love it. I can't wait.
What's a fob?
Fresh off the boat, baby.
Oh,
You're not
yeah.
even on the boat yet.
he's gonna take a plane.
I'm a wop, whatever.
You're gonna ski here, aren't you?
Yeah, WAP here means something else.
Oh. Wet ass pussy. No.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Wet ass
that's a
pussy.
Wet old pussy?
right. What? No, WOP is what? It's a racial insult for a certain group of Americans.
Italians.
Is it like kike?
Close.
It is, but that's one of the
Hey,
words.
that's
we
one
don't-
strike, Mr. Blue Sky. As a moderator and a producer of the show, I can't have you coming on here and throwing racial epitaphs. Even though I said the
One
N-word
strike
earlier.
and one stroke.
Stroke. You can
It's this way.
stroke it
It's
up.
the other way for you, but yes, it's the other way. But yes, you got
Mm.
it.
Cigarette Jones has it. This is not the Valley of Men.
No, it's the valley of seamen, white seamen.
Semen.
We are seamen, we go to seas.
And or as somebody said the other day, about somebody here, or about Pat Dixon, but I've heard it about myself is, all you blow is dust.
I got kids.
There, Dominic, it's like the N word for Ginzos.
And I snort dust.
Hell yeah.
Let's go ask him.
I don't have
I
any.
thought it was drugs.
I don't know.
Hi, Crom. How are you doing?
I'm
Hi,
doing good.
Crom. Welcome to
Hey.
the stage.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
What's the
Hold
topic
on.
tonight? What are we doing?
This gets really loud. Let me know.
Nah.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
You stink. Everyone hates you.
Oh.
I heard we were talking about. I was watching the Mirror Musk Dave Sarica Chad interview. That was good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Chad's delusional, isn't he?
Well,
Look,
I don't know if
Chad
he's
can get
delusional
OBS,
or just he's a dreamer.
I'm not subscribed to Chad. Tomorrow, I will subscribe to Chad, watch the inaugural episode of him using OBS, the voice box, whatever the fuck he's going to do. I want to see it all. I hope it works. I hope it all works and was
Yeah.
100% smoothly.
You wish him the best.
That's all.
Right?
I wish him the best. Honestly,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't want anybody to fuck with any of Chad's money. I want him to make as much money as possible. We want him to do this as long as possible.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
That was
my
loud.
God.
All right, strike two, pussy. You do that again, you're fucking out of here.
We're almost
Yeah,
out.
Crom.
Nothing.
Stop that shit right now.
I don't even. I can't do that.
I'm turning everything down.
I can't do it.
Jesus Christ.
I can't. I'm constantly.
Sorry, but you lied, so the lie detector sound goes off.
That sounded like a washing machine, you fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. The
Dryer.
thing says
My
lie
dryer.
detector.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Dinner with the friends, dinner alone, okay.
It's
I was
insanity.
ogling over the women.
It's literally criminally insane.
I love that you have the longest drops too. It's not just like
It's literally criminally insane.
Yeah, we don't need
Right,
need a drop heavy show. That ruins
right.
it, man.
Especially when somebody's talking. It's better not to do it. You're supposed to wait
Yeah.
for the pause and then.
No,
drop
that's
them with
when that's when you do it.
I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
I
see
swear
Mr. This
to-
guy another time. So,
Did you guys
stay
hear
back
that?
there if you'd like, sir?
Did you kids hear a super chat
no,
or super
No.
tip?
no.
This is
Okay, so hold on.
these are some of my
Oh,
favorite
there we-
shows. Now, when I said I wanted to watch a train wreck, I didn't want to be on one. So
If you can't
I
do it, how is
understand.
Chad gonna do it? This is
Chad-
my
and you know
concern.
what?
for
You're
Chad-
never
Chad.
not on a train wreck, are you?
Chad, Schmuel is actually quite, comprehensive with this shit somehow.
Yeah.
Like he actually, he had the best teacher, of course.
I did.
Of course.
Wait,
had the
did
best
he have
teacher.
Crumb
He's
as a
gonna say
teacher?
He's gonna say Cardiff Electric or Annie or some bullshit like that. But Dave was the one receiving messages at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Hey, can you call me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Who
I
is
remember
who
that.
is Chad's Dave? That's the question.
Yes, appears to be Melton is just Chad's Dave. So I did send Chad just a message, a quick one. He didn't respond back to it, but he looked at it on Instagram. I just said you have a lot of people who can help you. If you're gonna get on Super Tip, it's gonna require you to download OBS, and if you're gonna do that, you might as well also sign up for all the other ones.
I mean, you and 500 other people told him that, dude.
Oh,
And
You
so,
muted.
I was
okay,
gonna say like, watch out, Chad's right there.
Still can't get it right.
no. So Chad, yes, I don't know. My mother said something to me through the phone, and I got.
Your mother.
Yeah,
That's
our
right,
mother.
So I have the same. I thought the same thing. I just got a DM from Leo Gunn. It
Oh,
said,
right.
"Now we're all great and you're low."
Yeah, and so with the chat, I told him like you're gonna download OBS for Super Tip. You might as well now sign up for all the other shit, the Super Tip, Streamlabs, Venmo, all the other ones, because it's gonna require you to it's gonna require another step anyway. So if you're gonna go that extra step for one of them, you might as well go that. That's the only advice I gave him, and I said the easiest thing to do is just connect to the Stream Elements. Fuck even putting it up on the screen, and just have your alerts up because it aggregates all your alerts, and then just read them from there. Like worst comes to worst situation,
Yeah.
Chat will be fine. He's got
No,
enough
he'll be fine.
fucking pay pigs to
Panhandler,
pay his
Jesus.
electric bill.
Oh, the worst of the worst here tonight.
That's
Well,
right.
It's a charity venture.
Guys,
And,
if you
Yeah,
want
you're
we
real
wanted to make
comedy-
you feel
Panhandler.
good about yourself.
No, guys. I wasn't even gonna say this, but if you really want comedy, go follow Panhandler on Twitter and go into his replies and see the type of people he simps for. It's fucking hilarious. So again, I told him this
You're
on
not a
Twitter. I
fan?
said, "You're not. I have no reason to not be a fan of Panhandler. He's fine. He talks a lot of shit to me, and I talk a lot of
Yeah,
shit to him.
he's
That's
fine
what we
as
want."
hell, doggy.
But what I'm saying is, now I can no longer take any of your trolling seriously after the way you ball wash Michael Malice on Twitter. I mean, come on, dude. Please. So don't even start.
Hey.
And Panel, you're fine. I want you to keep roasting me, but I just want everybody and you to know that it's never going to be taken seriously ever again.
So I think that Victoria is trolling us here. Victoria, Sam, what the hell are you doing here? She's
that Sam
shaming
V?
Sam Bibley.
Is that Sam V?
Sam Bibley.
No, it's Sam the Fifth, isn't it?
Is there more than one Sam in the chat?
I think you mean
I don't
bald
know.
spot on as usual. See, this is why you're not funny. It was right there for you. Bald spot on. Bald spot on. Dude, you get with it.
Isn't that
Bro.
a sheep shot? Since you fucked sheeps and all that.
All right. So let's since we are all here and we're going to avoid talking over each other because we don't want to do that. Let's do kind of a round table here. I will ask a question and prompted by somebody in the chat, and then we'll all give our takes on it. And it's from Lady Duff. Oh, that's me.
I was gonna blow.
Your heart monitor is going off. You're dying, Schmuel.
That's
You're
my
dying.
That's my reminder to let everyone know that you can help out the
Dislike and
show by
subscribe.
supertip.com
Oh my God.
and Mr. Blue Sky 420 on Twitter, David X Hale on Twitter, and Dave Sarah on YouTube, and Mr. Crumbun. And I'll post these links later because
Dum-dum.
I'm getting yelled at because I'm not promoting people. But your help would be greatly appreciated. In any event, back to I know you need that. It's your
Kevin
comfort
Brennan
doll.
would never do that, you fucking hack. Turn that fucking alarm off right now.
That's my alarm to remind me that I got to do that. I have to talk about the promoting
Sugars
people
again.
and super chats and all that shit because I forget about it a lot.
Mm.
All right, now the question, and Dave, if you could like just settle down a little bit, give everybody else a chance to talk. All right, we'll start with Mr. Blue Sky on this one. I like how Ashley thinks she's a draw and everyone should pay her for her appearances. You have an opinion on that?
My opinion is she should get paid when she's on the show. Right? Or isn't that what she
I think that's a decent and fair opinion. Crumb, what do you think?
Who is Ashley Cummings?
So what's the other Cummings
It's
sister?
Whitney Cummings' famous sister.
Oh, yeah. No. Should she be paid for her appearances? No, I don't think she should. Not at all.
Okay, and just Crumb, you can just fake it. Fake like you know who she is. Like,
Okay.
all right.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, I know who
Ashley,
she is. No.
fuck Ashley. Ashley shouldn't get paid. All
Oh,
right.
no, that's... Okay, I know who she is. Never mind. My bad.
Dave Sarah. You're muted, buddy.
Cummings.
Or you're not talking.
No, I said I can't stand listening to Ashley Cummings. So,
That's not the question.
Thank you.
do I think she should be paid? Only when she goes on MLC. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't think Kevin should pay anybody. He pays me here and there. Not every single episode I do, which is fine. Or maybe he does, and I don't even realize it. I have no idea sometimes. So, I
All
can
right.
literally care less.
You have too
I
much
think
money
she's
to
an-
count it all.
I think that it's gross for her to go on and talk, you know, like it's I hate to sound like a hypocrite and ball wash and all that. And like we already get it's KB's shtick and all that shit. And that doesn't excuse it if you think it's not good content. That's fine. You think it's not good content. But like she's trying to match the energy of that with KB and I think she thinks that like in some weird manner. Yes, she needs the money, but I think she also thinks it's kind of cool for her to ask for that money because of like the whole thing. Well, they talk about money all the time, and I think she's just got that extremely wrong in that situation. So that's my opinion.
Wow. My situation is it's a problem that Kevin started, and he paid her for the appearance. He told her he was going to give her 25% of the super chats that day, and I guess he paid her, and then he had her on after that, and he never discussed money with her, and then he's like, "We didn't have a signed contract," and it just it's I think she should ask for the money, and I think Kevin knows what he's doing.
And you actually, I've heard you actually just pay for them to leave, you know?
I wouldn't argue there, but Kevin's like,
got a
oh,
question.
he says, I wouldn't agree to pay you, but they'd already discussed it. It was 25% of the super chats, and he goes, because I don't even know what I get every day, but if it's a percentage of what you're getting, the amount's already established, right? It's not.
Well, if he only makes $60,
Percentage is established,
you
not the
know,
amount.
Right. But the money, but either way, the money is the money.
I don't know. I think Kevin's point of all this is every single show is a different contract. Just expect that, people. And if that wasn't clear before, let me make it clear for you now. Every single episode is a different contract. Just assume that.
Because he knows business.
He only likes to make it clear after he's gotten you for free.
Whatever.
And
But why does he even pay people? Well, that's the question. He doesn't need to. He made that up in his own mind and then did it.
Well, we do know why
bro.
we do know why he started paying, but
It's a good
I wanted
guy.
to. Where the hell did Victoria's
We know
chat
the
go
story.
here?
The story to bring Crumb up to speed is basically, the theory is that KB pays people so that he can hold it over their head if they go and do something else. Like he's able to like keep he's able to keep Chad from going to Hackamania or keep Ray from doing Hackamania. And then when Ray does Hackamania, KB's like, well, I'm not going to pay you anymore. Or if you go on BYB, well, I'm not going to pay you anymore because they're not paying you. That's his whole thing.
Gotcha. Yep. That's a weird reason to pay people.
I lost Victoria's
I mean,
chat,
I
but
don't know,
Victoria is.
It's an act. Who knows? Who cares?
She doesn't deserve.
Exactly, Dave.
She shouldn't get paid. I think in this case she should, but no. KB started this. This started when KB started to go to podcasting, and started to make money because Kumia was only paying him the $100 a week, so he was trying to prove that he wasn't Kumia by paying his guests because he wasn't getting paid. That's what this was all about.
A week. Yeah.
And then
He
it
was doing
grew out of
Burning
hand.
Bridges. He was doing Burning Bridges and Misery Loves Company on the internet simultaneously for at least a year, maybe more. And at that time, I think super chats for him like just kind of started happening, and he was already making 60, 70, 80, $100 an episode almost. And he had a couple whales that were throwing him money on Venmo, throwing him money on whatever.
I believe it was
And then,
Scotland.
You know what? That's a great fucking point.
Ozone has a great point. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
I don't even know what the fuck you said, Mr. Blue Sky, but I'm glad you interrupted my thoughts.
Ozone, that's not why KB paid people. He paid
had
people
to
because his
interrupt,
show
or
is
else I
different
would
from
fall
everyone
asleep.
else's. His guests get abused and need therapy after.
Okay, well, that's a good point, too.
No one would
Okay.
do it voluntarily. I mean, that may be
That's
where
a
it went
good
to, but
point.
that's
That's a
not
good
how
point.
it started.
That's a good. No, I mean that is kind of a good point, and that kind of is how it started because like it started with kind of. I want to say even with the Lenny Dykstra stuff, it's like if you go back and watch that episode, Lenny Dykstra, like KB's like fucking. I might have to pay you more because of how mean these people are, and then from there, I think it kind of started to snowball into that because like he did start to see like with the Sam Tripoli shit too. Like the Tripoli episode was. The Jeff Dye episode wasn't so bad, and because they're back to back, I'll use them as examples. The Jeff Dye, they were brutal, about his like DUI and stuff like that. But like with Tripoli, they were brutal. I mean, people brought up the lawsuit, people brought up the fucking kids, the red bar, all kinds of shit. And Sam just kind of sat there and was like,
everything.
And then you even see now Sam is like, not since then, but recently has been trying to get into this like live streaming super chat game because the ad money reads, first of all, they're fucking like trying to listen to KB do an ad read for Bet DCI or whatever the fuck it is or something. It's fucking hilarious, and even that will just get clipped and ridiculed and mocked. So I think he likes the idea of like super chats. It's kind of the most grassroots way of receiving money from people. Now, are you gonna have to take some flack for that? Yes. So I do
By the
agree with
way,
Ozone.
you're a good person, Deitois.
There you go.
I gotta make
Diggity
dinner for
is
my
saying
dad. I'll be
that,
back. I'll be in and
he
out.
didn't read my super chat when he had Jeff Dye on.
Oh, finally.
Then it was, I know, right? Be able to talk now.
Yeah, he did
And,
miss a few super chats. Yeah.
Oh, all right. We don't, Dave. It's always fun hosting with Dave. It's like trying to herd a cat, or a whole bunch
Yeah.
of them. Numero uno,
'Cause
Josh Denny
your
fan.
basket of cats.
Numero uno, Josh Denny fan is
Basket of cats, y'all.
obsessed with my eyes. I don't know about all you guys, but I'm watching the show muted and zoomed in completely on Schmuel's eyes. I hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of sexy. I can feel a little movement below the waist.
It is a fetish for sure.
I love Deitois' idea. KB, send him a Venmo request for funsies.
Yeah, that made
I was
me
just going to try to
giggle.
get Dave to send one, but it's not going to happen because he's in and he's out. Cigarette Jones, Schmuel's got Rodney Dangerfield eyes. Okay. I don't really look at people's eyes too much. Only like the kinds that I notice are the
You're one
what
of
is it?
them
Four
autists.
sides white, like the people whose eyes always look like they're really open, or the eyes that are dead, kind of like Keanu.
Like a doll's eyes.
And our buddy is here. Hey, NJ Ranger. I wish chat was easier. NJ Ranger had a great point as we move on from Ashley. My thing is, it's with KB. I think he creates the expectation you're going to be paid, and then he does everything he can do to not follow through on it, and then he blames you when it's done. So everybody's bailing on me, Crumb. So, yes, and I did a poll. This was the who won the karmic Schmuel category the other night, and 72 people voted. 56% voted for karmic, and 44% for Buckman. And the fact that I got 44% is just amazing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, where were you in the runnings for the super tip poll thingy?
But
So
what
I'm
was
not
the
on.
vote for?
I was not on the list. I
No.
was on the original 24-hour list. I was one below, I think. One below
And
or
many
above Pat
lists.
Dixon, so about 8 or 9. And but
I mean, there's a lot of competition, a lot of shows.
And a lot of lists.
Yeah. Joe List, he's got a new YouTube special coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
yes. All right,
Yeah, there's a
Frank.
new YouTube special on Rumble.
Schmuel, Karmic put one of the funniest podcast performances I've ever seen. The chat, Pat, and even Taz would laugh sometime. That's when I realized you don't know what's funny. Thank you, Frank. That was not my job. My task there was not to be funny.
Yeah, his job is to be the contrast. Like, this is how boring they could be. And then, yeah.
My job was to get all the information that came out at the end.
Yeah, it was
Not
a good,
his,
it was a
I
good
couldn't
show.
believe he said the name of the company, but what we found out, because the guy's been going, right? He's apparently been going through a lot, and then we got into the specifics of what it was. So anyway, let's go all the way down. Ozone. You nailed it, Schmuel. Thank you. Appreciate that. But I was, whatever. That was, and if you watched that whole stream, which most people didn't, from before he came on, I was against sending him the link. And I said on the show, I didn't want to send it to him because he wanted it, but I really didn't want to send it to him because of how drunk he was. But if the guy's going to pay $100, $100 is $100. But
He paid $100 to get on the show.
paid $100 to get on
Wow.
with Dixon the other night.
Wow. He's got all that super tip money now streaming in, rolling in. Good for him.
Yeah, but at the end, he humanized himself. Is that humanized? He humanized himself.
Mm-hmm.
We really
He's
found out
humanitized himself.
what he was about and what had been going on.
Humanifies.
And so I was going to hold on a second. I have to do something here. I was going to invite Karmic on tonight for a quick minute, but we'll have to live with his backup as they come in. That was done. The person that asked for it, but let's not go in there. All right, Dave. Don't be mad at the biggest names in LP Anakersphere are intimate. I gave you pity. I gave you a pity follow.
The LP has a fag as their fucking head. Yeah, I'm part of the Mises Caucus. I'm a card-carrying member of the Mises Caucus. But first of all, you got less followers than I do, so let me start this bullshit with me. And Adam Ray follows me, so there. And Joke World, so haha.
You're one of the meek cocks?
The Dr. Phil guy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Dr. Phil guy.
Haha.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm cooler than you. The
He's funny.
Anarchosphere, yes. I'm so... The more I talk, the more I sound jealous of the Anarchosphere. People.
Daytwa, don't put up with that.
People.
What is it?
Dave, I'm trying to do a show here.
You're the one that's cutting me off while I was talking.
Because you haven't stopped. All right,
Stop
Daytwa,
talking, Dave.
don't put up with that disrespect, Schmuel. My Gentile brain has a serious problem spelling Schmuel. And as Dave will tell you, when I put up my first YouTube stream, I misspelled my name. So,
Yeah. Yes, we know.
And luckily I have Dave.
The last chat you brought up was about me. Don't forget. So.
I know it was a joke, but I want you to do it
So,
anyway.
Great. I'm gonna interrupt, dude.
I get it.
Me
It's what you
too,
do.
but then I get thrown backstage.
Not
I mean,
me.
he's
I
got a
have the
ball.
power, because I have the power.
Yeah. You would never
I
destroy the ring. You would be that cunt head who was like, yeah, I can use it for good.
Destroy the ring? No, I pawned the ring for coke. You fucking idiot. Ugh. I have to
don't know-
spruce up everybody's jokes around here.
I don't know Mint Diggity that well, but I do know one thing. Mint Diggity loves a good internet fight. And Frank,
Crumb, you faggot.
this is why Karmic got mad at you, Schmuel, because I'm such a nice guy. And Karmic and I have actually been communicating since Monday night. And
Yeah, you had to be told that you were communicating for the last 3 months. You had to go back and figure. You didn't even know that you'd been communicating for the last few months.
no, you know what it was? In September and October, he was on Brennan's chat, and he said he wanted, not Brennan, Dixon's chat, and he said he
Dixon's.
wanted to do some stuff. And since Ray didn't want you,
He didn't trust me.
he didn't trust you, I suggested to Karmic that he could do some stuff with Ray. And Karmic very politely and with a lot of class declined.
He said,
Yeah,
fuck,
I mean, that'll bring his
or
numbers
shut up.
down. What the fuck? Ray and Karmic? Karmic's got more numbers than Ray does at this point.
Karmic's got decent numbers. He's got, he's doing 100 plus per show. I was watching him the
Making
other
more
night.
money.
He was maintaining. He was on for hours, and he was maintaining. I don't know, 75, 80.
He's whining.
But he gets a lot of super tips. Which, ladies and gentlemen, the super tip machine is open. Feel free to use it. Super tip.
Did your alarm just go off?
Yeah. Why?
About
why
3
why
minutes
aren't
and
there
2
any-
seconds.
Someone send a super tip. I want to hear.
It's
a
supposed
cool
to
AI
be-
voice.
Yeah, the AI voice really something's wrong with it's muffling when it's when it's
This is
coming
a
out.
multi-million-dollar company that is worldwide. How is it not working? What the fuck?
No, they're not world.
And
They're
they're
not
screwing
worldwide
over
yet.
Fox
Joey
is
C for
using
millions of dollars.
Yeah. What's going on? It's worldwide.
Yeah, Joey C, dude, come on.
KB.
Joey C, Joey Do.
Joey C betrayed Jake Hudson
What?
for super tip.
No.
Threw him in the river.
You know,
That's crazy.
Somebody was telling me that they tried to donate to Joey C and that his Stripe account or his something was off, or his PayPal was something was not working. So I'm wondering if
Something was off.
something was turned off. I wonder if it was purposely turned off or if it was forcefully turned off. But I don't know what the update is. I don't know if has
sure
he been
it's
actively
Joey's
using
fault.
super tip recently? Has he been doing shows?
Joey? He has super tips?
He's doing
think
politics
so.
now, I think. He's talking at the
Oh, he's doing the Alex Stein bullshit.
courthouse and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
God, that was like the worst. That was the worst. And who
He's
was
the
on?
mayor or
NJ Ranger was on with me the other night. They had somebody do that in a town in New Jersey. So the town in New Jersey now, all your public appearances have to be by Zoom. So
Yeah.
we have a celebrity in the chat tonight, Mr. Carlos Danger. Schmuel, earlier, Frank said you don't recognize humor. He did not say you were not funny. Thank you for
Yeah, like Joe
differentiating
Rogan.
for me.
Like Joe
And,
Rogan.
I don't. Doom. Ozone asked Doom. I asked Doom, do a supercut of Karmic telling Schmuel to shut the fuck up. Brandon Def did one, but if somebody would get me a drop of shut the fuck up Schmuel, I would.
Yeah,
that would be.
It's right here.
Be and NJ Ranger, do some stuff equals works. Not with Ray. I was really like producing and clipping and other stuff.
If anybody can tell me what movie this is from, I mean, I'll give you $2.
Vinny the Pooh.
That's it. Let's go.
All right. Anyway,
Continue the show.
I wanna go. I gotta do two. Sorry guys. KB, right. Lady KB, Dave's manic tonight. Yeah, it's manic. It's mania. That's what that is.
Cocaine.
And then my friend KB said in here, and she chickened out on us, by the way. KB said, oh, here we go. Let's stop with the boat sounds. All right. KB.
Was that
Who's doing
coming?
the boat sounds?
Is that fucking? I
Could be
think we figured out
Schmuel's
who's
timer
doing-
vibrating.
Figured out who's doing the boat sounds.
Norwegian dude.
KB, speaking about Karmic, said, he's so boring. I don't get it. And then she says, but I still watch. And
Still
hopefully
washed.
as he gets sober, you won't be, I think we were watching to see him like end it all.
Well, I'm
On
going to be
stream,
on with
like
Johnny
go to the
Carson.
big YouTube stream in the sky.
I'm going to be on with Johnny Carson and Lady KB this Saturday on Johnny B. Carson's channel at Johnny B. Carson on YouTube. Go
Cool.
give him
I
a
heard
follow
Johnny
if
B.
you haven't
Carson's
already.
kicking my ass
In
in
fact,
subs.
unsubscribe to this channel and go follow Johnny B. Carson instead.
Yeah, I do that, please. And take Dave with you. And
See, he recognizes humor. Come on.
Ozone.
Sounds fishy.
So okay, so in the same line, Echo Pineapple said, "Hold on, sorry, I didn't mean to click off of you." Echo Pineapple said he's done 2 shows, Dave, this week. He's done 2 shows this week, and then Ozone just says Joey quit. So I don't know which one's which.
He
Right. I wish we heard that.
You will in a
I
second.
heard some of it.
Could kind of hear it.
That was funny though. It sounded like I don't know.
Kevin Brennan. Dave Sarah, you better be being paid.
You better be paid. You know.
Pay me.
Johnny, I'm happy to refund your 5 later. Sorry about that. I should just turn off the voice tips, and that would make
Why isn't it working though? Is
more
it
sense.
your end?
It's been a thing, and I haven't really gotten being the low life that I am, you don't really get the level of help that you might get. Tech support is a new thing to these guys.
Fucking
So
Moody.
Moody, no, Moody's all right, but the thing is, everybody's
Even though he's
bothering them,
brown.
and I am trying to. I'm actually also trying to figure this out myself. Yes, he does, doesn't he? Crumbum looks very faggy. I thought it said foggy.
No,
Sorry.
no,
It's
no.
every night.
It's Mr. Blue. I'm Mr. Blue Sky.
I mean, I always look like a faggy fog. Fog faggy.
He's late and gay.
Well, I wanted to. This is a question. Cigarette Jones, how do felons
Asian.
get Stripe accounts? That's actually a good question, and I thought, because I have a merchant's account for my business, and I had to basically
First,
go
have to
through
get a gun.
like a colonoscopy to get the thing. I mean, they examined me inside and out. Like I had all this shit I had to give them, and Stripe just
You know
signs
you
you
like
up,
it.
and it's completely based on your credit report, and
Oh no.
yeah,
Wait,
and if you have financial crimes that you've committed that prevent you from getting one, you're supposed to tell them.
Yeah, but sometimes your financial crimes don't get added into your credit report.
And oftentimes, crimes like credit card theft get knocked down to something else.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
And
like,
it's
But
expunged, by the
They
way.
get
for
knocked
Chad,
down, but
so.
they get up again. They're never gonna.
Tub thumping. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
but what I found interesting about Stripe is, depending upon your credit score, depends upon when you can take the money out.
Oh,
Mm.
they
So
don't trust you. Yeah, they
I
want a little
didn't
cash.
know. I didn't know that because I had no restrictions on getting money out. I could get it out right away. There was no, and I was talking to other people, and they're like, "Oh no, they're telling me I have to wait this amount of time, or I have to wait that amount of time," and I was able to make the association. So
Yeah, but I mean, you're an upstanding citizen, so you're good to
NJ
go.
Ranger commenting. Sorry about that. Commenting on our stream tonight. KB must skip TV.
Excuse me. Why she doesn't watch TV? She's busy watching the Dabbleverse. You know what I mean?
Schmuel has a moving goatee. It's because of the light. I have a Coke bottle in front of,
It's a
not a
moving
Dave Sour
low
Coke
T.
bottle, but the Mexican kind.
Low T.
Yeah, moving low T.
Dave will be back. Credit score talk with Schmuel Buckman. I smell the next Rogan. Well, we could talk about taxes. That was a topic
Dude.
with ATP and
Yeah,
Chad
that was
Zumach
was
today, which
funny.
I thought was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny that they were just railing on Melton about, I mean, David was, and then Chad really wasn't saying much because it's his new boss, so he really couldn't say too much. He didn't want to shit on his new boss too much. So it was funny to watch the dichotomy.
Yeah, I have to say about Melton, I'm not a ball washer or anything. He really doesn't give a fuck what you say about him, as long as you're making money. But I would have a feeling if you say shit about him and nothing's coming in on the super tips, they're not
Yeah,
making any
he is
money. He would be
human.
like, the trouble's not worth it.
Yeah.
And he definitely did he went after Soft Weekly? Is that the guy who used to be on with Win by Two? Because Soft Weekly kept breaking its balls about getting an account, how to get an account, and he got it, and then he had it for like 4 months, and there was never a single transaction on the account, and it was like, which is cool. He's got a platform to say it.
Yeah, and he doesn't want his server being just used for nothing. Their space is money, right?
But it wasn't used.
It wasn't. There was nothing. That was the point. I think it's more the annoyance of being contacted in texts. I've rarely met a person.
Yeah, we all know. Don't email Melton. Don't.
He gets upset. Like, upset's not the right word, but like
he gets upset.
he's the only guy I know that
got
gets
hurt.
an email and an email bothers him.
Yeah. I said happy Thanksgiving, and that was like the worst thing ever. You know, you can't say Happy Thanksgiving to some people.
And Panhandler got him real triggered for some reason.
Yeah, just not a fan.
That was weird.
Not a fan.
Do you see Panhandler having super tips? No. So I don't believe that he doesn't care about it or anything.
Yeah. That's the okay. All right, guys, you
That's
lost
a
me.
good point.
You lost me on that one.
Also, Chromhead does not have super tips. He has talked shit about Melton.
Oh, I've never asked for it.
They're heroes.
All you need is to stream it. And all you do is get the. You just got to get the. You get a Stripe account. You get a Stripe account, you're in.
My
And,
credit score is not good though. I probably couldn't get one.
I think they'll give them to
How do
anybody.
you score those points, though?
I think they'll give them to anybody. Or just get your wife to do it.
That's what we're talking about.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the
That's the end all.
that's the old scam.
Yeah. Put it in my kid's name. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. And the Kahuna, yeah, Melton is so surprisingly nice off camera, almost a different person. Well,
He sounds insane if he has like several personalities or something.
I think his personality on air is a performer.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
is he as gay off camera as he is on camera?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
he's
so.
a good actor.
But he's I don't really find him gay, but it's possible that other people would.
I mean, yeah, but people think I'm gay.
I'm just being a shithead. I was watching him right before this.
I still have a little mirror and stuff queued up for whenever you want that, boss.
Oh yeah.
Go, try to go.
Datewa's comment. Look at Datewa's comment. He when he does that, oh honey thing, that is gay as fuck.
Yeah, don't make you a bad person.
Well,
I
I
didn't
don't
like
know.
the
Gays are fun.
God
Like,
doesn't
gays
like
are,
it.
Gays are cool, dude.
Especially this month, they're cool. They're like really, really cool this month.
No, this is the month where I actually hate them.
Okay, bravo.
This is the greatest show from Acid Dust.
I don't believe him.
I love that movie.
I'm the angry Norwegian guy. Yeah, I hate everything. And they're gay.
Start cussing us out in whatever your language is.
Gå till helvete.
So I said we were going to talk about lutefisk. Is that a thing in Norway or is it just here?
It's even a thing in the States, bro.
Well, I that's why I said just here. But
a great musician.
In Minnesota,
Technically, it's a thing in the universe, then, isn't it?
It got to it even made it onto The Simpsons.
Wow.
Oh, that's insane.
Lutefisk is like this fish fish casserole. It's got lye in it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I think Schmuel's got a lot of lye in it with Chad.
Lie with other men in it.
So, Dave, while you're listening
Cooking
to us
burgers
talk
for my
for a second,
family?
go to the end of that and maybe 10 minutes before it ends and start listening to it, and you can just hear Skarika explaining Melton's house. And what really comes off is not that Melton's apartment in New York was bad, because all apartments in New York are bad, but Melton really hurt this guy. Like, really hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about the
Skarika,
Little
yeah, I
Mirror episode
remember.
we just watched, right?
Say that again?
You talking about the Little Mirror episode?
Yeah.
The end of that?
Making fun of people's
do you
life,
know
dude.
Roughly how far to the end, or okay?
I don't know. You can listen a little bit.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Addicted to Profits brought up like talking to his dad about this situation way too many times that I'm comfortable with. It was weird. Like a grown man be like, I talked to my daddy and he told me that Milton is not good.
was that Skarika?
Yeah, that was my impression.
It makes fun of. It made fun of my life, dude. What, didn't he say something like that?
Yeah, he did.
He joked
He
about
did
my
it.
refrigerator magnets.
Mhm.
Well, this guy makes so much money scamming on those monthly newsletters.
New book.
That any criticism of him gets taken seriously, or he takes seriously, and he's kind of He
No,
comes
yeah.
across as a poor who wants to be rich,
Mm-hmm.
not as a rich guy who's lowering
You
himself to
can't
the
buy
poor.
class, you know.
No. Mm-mm.
No, but you could rent it every now and then. You gotta have a little bit of it.
No, it's not
He
possible.
should be
I've
he should be
tried.
more mad at Wonton Don about that video that's on the internet that way more people have seen than anything Melon's ever done about him. Because he looks like a fucking retard on that. So that's all I'm saying.
Oh, wait. So you're talking about the video that I apologize.
Addicted
But
to Profits was on Wonton Don from Barstool Sports was at his
right.
house. Yeah.
That was like during the pandemic and stuff, right?
Right. Yeah. And I mean, more people have seen that than anything Melton's ever said about him.
And
he
that's
looks-
where a
he
lot
looks
of this
crazy.
stuff. That's a lot of this stuff comes from.
Yeah.
All right. Let's watch this for a sec. And NJ Ranger Panhandler,
Dude
it's a slow
Bro
burn. I think
Show.
Schmuel got picked up by HBO. From your mouth to God's ears.
No, I don't know if this is the right spot. I didn't. I didn't mean to.
No, go really
that's
like
the
close,
spot.
much closer to the end, like
Yeah, I
50
saw over here
maybe.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, right about there.
Life-changing event in Aaron M. Holt's life is that 10th anniversary show they did where they flew Chrissy Mayer out to. She was the headliner,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
and
Dave,
she
back
was there
up
for
2
like
minutes.
12 hours.
Good points, Chad.
He moved to the Bahamas, retired. They
Yeah.
tried to get
Hey,
him
by the
back.
way, I got a song. I don't
Yeah,
think
shut the fuck
That was
up,
loud.
Chad. All right, Chad he was gonna say something.
I got a song. I don't think we're gonna get demonetized.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
His
yeah.
name isn't Chaz.
Yes. This is good. This is good shit right here. No, this is great. But
I like. I like Addicted to Profits for whatever. I mean, he doesn't really rub me the wrong way. He seems fine. But goddamn, the dude's got a weird fucking head. What is that? I'm so enamored. Oh my god, it seems
He
like a
looks
nice
like
guy.
Joe DeRosa's brother.
NJ
Bro,
Rangers.
Chin
Oh,
DeRosa.
yeah.
He's all chin and no shoulders.
real quick,
I thought DeRosa died today.
He does kind of look like David Cross too. David Cross and the redhead with the really weird face in that one movie.
Rocky
What was that
Dennis?
movie? What was that one
Mask?
movie? No, the really weird looking face, dude. Like Elephant Man or something like that.
Yeah,
Or,
Mask. Rocky Dennis. Eric Stoltz.
oh, is that what that is? Okay. I didn't know. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know it's called Mask.
That's the name of the
Never
movie.
seen those movie. Never seen the movie.
With
I've seen
Cher.
clips. I've seen clips and shit like that. Yeah, but never.
It's a great movie, dude.
Chair? I
Heartwarming.
thought we talked about bar stools or something.
before we end the show, because we're about to hit the hour mark here, Chad, do you have any questions for ATP about his book that you want to ask him?
Oh God.
Where can you get it?
Amazon.com, my website, profitfrompessimism.com, newsmax.com, and by the way, I've done like this year,
Selling
like
on Newsmax?
so what I'm doing
That's
in my
hilarious.
newsletter right now, I have like these two like little portfolios. So one is like a $30,000 portfolio, and now there's only 5,000. So I'm trying to show like that average people can make money. So the $30,000 portfolio and have all the trading records to prove it is worth about 50 now, and the $5,000 one is worth about 25. Yeah, that's from the beginning of the year, so that's pretty good.
Oh,
One
shit,
is up
okay.
like 60%, the other one's up like whatever 5 times. So
So you could get that
anyhow,
to post.
that's it. On my website or Amazon or the whatnot. So I guess Chow didn't come on. So
Was he
No,
supposed
Chow's
to?
busy.
Chow
He
knew to
was, but he's
avoid this
busy though
shit.
right now.
Chow was busy making money.
He's like, ciao.
All right. Are we in the right spot? You think?
Yeah, go
Got
ahead.
some shit going on right now.
got a lot
I'm
of
gonna let it
games
play
in
for a
that
second.
spot.
Give it,
I'd like to
I
go
can't
ahead
pause
and
it. Give it a
promote
second.
this book, Love Until Forever by Ashley LaRue at Fox Point Publishing. It's a great book if you're starting a family of from divorce.
from like
What
a
the
cuckold cokehead.
Yeah, no, real quick before we end here, like I never get why you and Rakita are starting to talk to each other now. Like I don't know how you're even involved in that shit.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't know. I see you shit on your ex. Like you and Rakita now responding to each other. I don't even know how you're involved in that.
Well, what happened was basically when
are?
Mel, if you really, I put it put it this way. I put it on my show. I talked about it. Aaron M. Holt, 2 things he did wrong in his life that changed the course of his life forever, the direction. Number 1, coming after me from out of nowhere because he wanted to get in with Kumi and those guys, calling me the next Stuttering John.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Because he did that, Patrick Melton came in from out of nowhere. No one would know who he was. No one was talking about him, and got involved and made Melton a fortune by beefing. So if he never did that, Patrick Melton, no one would know who he is, period. Right? The second life-changing event.
That's Chad taking credit for Melton's work. Because if it weren't for Chad, Melton would never know who Steel Toe was.
And she was there for like 12 hours, and then she mysteriously left because of a family emergency. At the time, I thought she was like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck this. Turns out her father was murdered. True story. So what they did is, you know what they got to fill in for Chrissy Mayer? Nick Rekieta. And they never met him. He was friends with Chrissy. So that night, Nick Rekieta met Aaron and April. That was the first time they ever met. And if Chrissy Mayer's dad never got murdered, they would never have met Nick Rekieta. And if Steel Toe never came after me, Melton would never be here. He'd probably still be with April doing a show. And
here's my problem with the whole Rekieta thing, right? And I've watched a lot of stuff on it. Is just like, did you see what his house looked like recently?
Yeah, it's not good.
In retrospect,
this is where we go. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Her father being killed is a bad thing.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, or a good thing for Melton. I can't figure it out.
Oh, maybe.
Dave, you could just pause for a second. So this is where we go into. So for those of you that aren't following, they've been trying to get the body cam footage out of Rekieta's bust. The body cam footage isn't out, but Rekieta put out pictures, and then somebody went to the courthouse and viewed the body cam, and it's about how awful Rekieta's house was. But this gives David the opening that he's been waiting for. So go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, and I just want to say that, yes, Melton did get Steel Toe from Chad, but the only reason he started covering Aaron is because Chad had no followers and nobody watching and nobody cared. So the fact that he went after Aaron, yeah, he did it better than what you did, stupid.
Is he against you though, Rekieta?
Who, me?
Yeah, is he against you, man?
Well, what happened was I knew what Nick was doing because he did something similar to Chrissy Mayer. He was going around trying to befriend people for allies. He did it with Melton. He did it with Carl. He came into my chat one day and he was super chatting me, and I said, "No, dude, you can't. No, fuck you. I know what you're trying to do." And I called him out, and ever since then I've been calling him out. I go, "You're a scumbag." I go, "You got 5 kids. Take care of your fucking kids, man. I'm not gonna." Right. Just because I'm beefing with Steel Toe doesn't mean I'm gonna be. I don't have to choose a side. Fuck both of you. How about that? And he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do to that.
Well, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you guys see what I'm sharing right now?
I mean, if you're a drug addict, I mean, you need to.
Oh no, they're
with
sharing
your kids.
Okay.
Can you guys see what I'm sharing right now? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Dude, so when Patrick did the whole thing in my house and my stupid whatever, like I don't give a shit, but like it's just like so. With this,
My
the background
life,
behind
dude.
this is that
Oh,
like
I can't
Melton had
pause
this-
it, so I'm just removing it and putting it back on.
He
This is
gives a
where
shit, by the way.
Skarika does. It says at least 10 times. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But he's still on there.
I don't care. You know, I don't care. You know.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I
about-
don't care. But
Yeah, I don't.
he knows
It's like I
every
care.
tiny detail about this Red Bar video. Go ahead, Dave. Dave, I can just remove it.
had this
When you're.
crappy little apartment in New York for like a roommate, and then like Mike David Red Bar went after him about it, making fun of it, and then this is like when I started researching all this stuff, and this is like I didn't know this stuff until, like
Exactly.
after I had my little beef with him, and I was just like, this guy is a fucking like. First of all, he's just doing the shit that Red Bar did to other people, and also when you see like. He lived in this apartment. He was almost 40 years old. It's like fucking sad. Anyhow, we'll watch it right now. You know, so.
All right, put it full screen though.
He's been dying to do it. He's been waiting for an audience.
Get the volume. 1 second. Give me a second.
And Dave can't show us the numbers, but there's 14 people watching this.
Patrick Mountain.
I was watching
Oh
that.
no, he's got
They-
an icebox.
They had like
One of the
19 at
14.
one point. Yeah,
Here's
it
his
went down
stove.
real quick.
2 burners. Just a little stove. You could fit it in a backpack. And I'm not kidding. His kitchen sink is just like a bathroom vanity that you would find at an old dive bar. His kitchen sink is just 2 cabinets set up. You would find this. They
See,
would
there I
screw
am.
this in an old bar.
And-
You would see this. Or when you go to get your hair cut in some dump. And then above it is 2 matching cabinets. But I would say his kitchen sink is smaller than what you would get in a powder room, not a bathroom, not something with a shower that you use daily to put on your makeup. This is a powder room size vanity, and I don't even think it's zoned for a kitchen. It's made for
It's
like
New
a
York City.
bathroom in a warehouse. That's what his kitchen was made for. Think of just some dumpy bathroom at a this at home.
Okay, this I want to move on to the bathroom. This is the funniest thing, right? So
We'll decide what's funny.
Yeah, it's not funny.
get the volume up again.
Oh, we have the venue for Edinburgh too. Photos.
By the way, when did Red Bar's voice go from this to Stephen Brody Stevens? Fucking piece of shit hack.
The
I don't
internet.
know,
Also,
maybe
who
it's
the
the,
fuck cares about
I'm sorry,
that?
This is the funniest of the mirror.
His kitchen
But the
sink.
mirror is not over the sink. So the sink
I mean,
is
New
in the
York City
corner.
is expensive. If you saw,
I've never seen
I
a
said
sink
that
like
in the
this, except
chat
for
there.
maybe an airplane bathroom.
Wait,
The way it's like a triangle sink. There is no
I mean,
mirror over
every
the sink.
square inch.
You know where the mirror is? Over the toilet. No joke. You make a hard right. You're taking a dump here. After you dump, you flush, and then you
We should
stand
sell-
up.
Need a dick.
Let's make Red Bar voodoo dolls.
yes.
Mike Bar, call him Mike Bar. Voodoo dolls. I love it. Somebody get on that. Frank, numero uno, Josh Denny fan. Let's go.
Your
Adam.
lipstick into this mirror that's just, I assume, glued on to the wall there. Right over the toilet. So you wash your face and you have a blank wall that you're looking at. You splash water on your face. You look
Whose
up,
bathroom
wall.
shower wall is
then
not
you
blank?
turn, and
Come on
now
now.
you're over the toilet. Hope that.
Hey, Chad,
Yeah.
I have like a theory why the mirror is over the toilet.
Why is
He's
that?
fat.
That's the only way Patrick can see his dick.
It's fat.
Wow, he's so funny.
Yeah, I've seen it in like 30 years or something, you know.
That's brilliant.
But what I'm trying to say about this is, how can he make fun of my house when he was living like this as a
Smaller,
40-year-old
as a poor person.
fucking man? Like, get the
Right.
fuck
Take
out of
that
my face.
comeback, you hunchback.
Yeah.
Well, finish the
definitely.
video. Let's keep watching. Let's see what else there is to show.
That sucker's clean. And so now you're fixing yourself up again over the stink lines from Indian waste, toxic Indian waste. And I'm sure that's barely got any water in that.
My
toilet.
house is ugly.
Imagine Patrick's enormous dumps. Imagine, yeah, the other way around. Patrick comes in there, takes one of his
Dates was very
6'5"
funny.
dumps,
Boom.
50 wings, takes a dump. Then
By the
Shuby
way,
has to come in and quickly
you're a
get
good
ready.
person, Detroit.
So now he's showering, steaming up this tiny
You're a
little
good
bathroom
person,
after one of
Detroit.
Patrick's massive shits. Sitting in the sauna of Patrick and his stenches, and then getting ready.
Who's laughing at
I-
that? Oh, it's
I'm-
David Skarica.
I never watched
Mhm.
Red Bar, but now that his like clips are coming up and those things, I know why.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Way to end the show right there.
I'm not.
Honestly,
I'm
that
not
was
a Red
very
Bar fan
brilliant.
myself.
There you go.
Oh wait, he just left the show. All right.
Guess it's over. Well, I got to roll out anyway, though, Mira. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
Roll up.
This is pure brilliance right here, man. All right,
Just
buddy. You be
ends.
safe.
Boom.
Take care, brother. I'll see you soon.
All right, see you, buddy.
Nice Amish beard, Mir. You look
Wow,
great, brother.
Mir looks like he might be sober tonight. Yeah, we didn't. I look. I didn't have the clip. It was just before we came on, so I didn't have a lot. But
I was watching live. Yeah, it was not fun to watch live.
right. What was your opinion of the part where
Little Mir had to do an emergency show and he couldn't buy any beer the day before payday.
waiting for his chassis?
No,
to
he
come
was
in.
drinking. He was actually drinking.
He likes Mike's Hard Lemonade.
He was drinking something.
Remember when
No, it
Mir
wasn't
threw up
bad.
on his? No, I wasn't there for that day, Twelve.
It was basically, you know, Addicted to Profits being very butthurt over Melton still to this day, years later.
It's like unbelievable. He was unbelievably butthurt.
He was very hurt. Yeah.
And I've never understood it. And but
because you're a man, Schmuel.
Well, remember when he boiled his steak?
Yeah, he cooked it. He
cooked
didn't even
the
cook
steak.
it. He had some lady cooking it. That was another person who cooked that steak.
It was like in what do you call it? A plastic. Was it like sous vide in a plastic bag or something?
No, she cooked it on the stove. Yeah, I mean they had the whole video. It was her cooking it. It like his housekeeper, I guess, his Bahamian housekeeper. He had people working for him. She cooked it.
Chris Mack, not you covered the word well, but when I
was a
went on that
hard-boiled steak.
I went on that show for one of their famous interviews, and I don't know, 45 minutes in, it was supposed to last an hour 40. I wanted to ask them questions, and Mir was hammered, and he was drinking that Mike's Hard Lemonade, and anyway, Twitter, he thanked me, and I responded with, is Mike's Hard Lemonade considered a ladies' drink? Because I always thought it was.
I mean,
and then Crumb told me that he drinks it.
No, I don't drink that. Maybe, I mean, I've definitely drank it, yeah. No, I think to Mir's credit, though, I think he thinks he's, getting one up on these people.
Crumb, you can be difficult to understand because of your deadpan, because of the Botox and everything.
No, you can't say anything about that. I told you that in confidence.
I think what he's trying to tell you is speak up.
Botox.
Politely.
Mm.
I
mean, you gotta turn me up, maybe. I got all my shit's on.
Yeah, just on your sleep and
Yeah,
stuff.
You guys are interrupting me.
Well, what am I gonna do?
Hey, you're on my side of the bed. I like it when my mom's out of town. I get to sleep on her side of the bed.
There's a lot of that going on in this universe.
That's a William Montgomery joke.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah, I knew it. I know how to get Dave back.
Cigarette Jones. Yes, I love boiling plastic. I have a friend. Actually, it's a kid who used to work for me. His mother did not trust microwaves. She thought they gave you cancer. So they were not allowed to have a microwave in the house. And she had one of those like food saver things, the vacuum stuff. And she would cook it and then put it in the vacuum bag. And then you would have to boil it to heat it up. And I've seen some of the stuff that's come out of there. It's really gross, but I'm thinking like the plastic transfer was probably way worse than anything the microwave ever could have done.
Oh, yeah.
And that young man wound up with ball cancer. So there we go. Crumb, take an Addy.
Yeah.
Send me some.
Drive an Audi, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have smoked so much weed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, we didn't have an 11 o'clock show.
I only trust white microwaves.
The clock on my microwave is broken.
It's not reliable. You can't trust them.
Yeah, my wife is mad at me about our microwave because when I bought the new one, I bought like the most powerful one you could buy, and because I burned the shit out of everything, it's fine, and she's like, "You can't cook it that way. You're gonna burn it." Blah blah blah. We go on and on and on. So, Cigarette Jones does not believe in modern love.
Oh, I thought it said modem.
We like it.
It's like your router.
Yeah, no,
What's
it's
Modern Love compared
Modern
to
Love.
what? Is that a band?
Maybe.
I don't know what Modern Love is.
terrifies me. But Daytwa, aren't you in
Daytwa
like
terrifies me.
Aren't you like in Minnesota? And if I saw Aaron and the other people that stream out of there, I'd be terrified of the love too. It's a
not
scary,
love.
it's a scary, scary place.
Yeah.
It might be a.
Stealth Chaos, Bowie's song, dummies. We know that. That's why acting this way is the funny part. All right.
I wasn't acting. I was. Hey, don't tell them.
When I drive home at night, there was an apartment building I passed that is probably like 10 stories, and it's a 10-story painting of David Bowie. And
nice.
It was beautiful 8 or 9 years ago.
Like 10 self-contained stories, or is it
Bowie
like episodical stories?
It's, I don't know. I'll let you figure that one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yep. All right.
He's on it right now.
I tried. I couldn't figure it out.
He's eyeing it out.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean,
oh yeah, we should snipe narcissistic personality disorder for a sec or something.
It's interesting. So when I started doing this show and I committed to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, it was because there was no one up against me. And then I guess NPS used to do a Friday stream, but Brennan would go on, and it like killed his viewers and it killed the super chats. He moved to Tuesday. And then I was like, well, I'll try to do mine early so that we don't conflict. Unfortunately, that's not been able to happen. But
and now people compare you with him. I saw a post today on Twitter. It's a AI picture of him and an AI picture of you, but that one dude that's always in your chat, shitting on
the
Yuki.
Chow put up the greatest picture last night of Pat Dixon morphing into me.
Oh yeah,
over a period of 4 pictures.
But we should snipe. We should snipe ban them for a little bit.
We can do that. I'm totally opposed to stream sniping, but why not?
It's funny how much hate you're getting, Schmuel, and you're doing a fantastic job. I mean, and then these people just coming at you. It's crazy.
It's as I told my friend Karmic, it comes with the territory.
Oh, Karmic can't handle. He can't handle anybody coming at him though.
No, he can definitely handle it. He'll get there. He'll get there. Karmic is a talented guy. I know that's probably not a popular opinion, but
is he?
I don't, I'm not sure that he came in and he got hot right away, and I don't know that he knew how to handle it.
I mean, the numbers don't lie, I guess.
Hold on, guys. Let's do the share screen thingy. There we go. Share. And play.
100% everything that you just said. Again, I don't want to. I hope that he'll just stop lying about dating me or whatever.
Doesn't
Maybe
look
he was
straight.
confused.
Is he in a wheelchair?
Yeah. I mean, Dan, you're asking me something that you know, like, Dan, I'll send you something privately that will answer the question. I don't want to like.
I don't want to make you in a bad spot.
Quite frankly, as a human being, I think the focus, if any, on MKE should be like if people love him and stuff, like maybe helping him with reduction or some kind of thing. I think he'll be happier
Breast
in his life,
reduction.
and maybe
that's what he needs.
That could be great for everyone.
I've actually talked to him about that because I'm someone who.
Really cool of you, because
Is this the new Dan that I've been hearing about without the glasses? Oh wow, I am all alone. So I guess this is the new Dan with no hat and I'm sorry, with a white hat and clear glasses.
Yeah, I mean, he's done that before. I've seen him like that.
Oh, has he? I thought this was new.
He
Very
does wear
typical thing to
sunglasses more often, but I've seen him like this before.
And Panhandler, yeah, Ashley is horrible looking idiots. I disagree.
I think he's joking.
She's a woman of a certain age, and it just,
She's
seems
alright.
fine
Your
to me.
age
Yeah,
range,
she's fine looking
You guys are
lady.
the same age. It's obvious. You guys need, it's clear that you'd be attracted to her.
Yeah, I've
She's
been
a little
very
too skinny
lucky.
for me, dude. I like a plump lady myself. But, yeah.
Mrs. B has not had, doesn't do any of the plastics or lip shit or any of that stuff. And
She's too skinny.
Let me get back here.
I do.
Yeah. I'm not a big like AA person. I mean, it works for some people, but I'm more of a taper yourself off, kind of get control of your life. You can enjoy things, but you can't get to that point. Like
It's a very brave thing for you to have done that, though, because it's a very difficult thing to talk to someone about.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not like a friend. I'm just like an internet person, but like when you see somebody struggling, you want to.
Yeah. And I feel
Help
like
them
a
out.
lot of people, I don't know, one thing that I heard, I don't know, I heard myself twice there. But one thing that 2 or 3 people said are like, Ashley, all these people tell him to drink and encourage him to drink more. And I'm like, yeah, it's not my business, but if I cared about him, or if I was a person that was, in his community, I wouldn't do that. Because it doesn't.
Is there anyone else that you would like? Like I know I saw you on a stream one time with Chad, and you said, "Hey, if you're ever in LA, you could crash on my couch to him."
Yeah,
I'm
when
guessing that might not be open anymore after.
Did you hear her on when she was ranting at Kevin about getting money, and she said she wanted MKE to sleep on her couch because she needed money? Was she going to charge him? Is that what was going to happen?
Yeah, she's been floating around like the idea of renting out her like not a room, but like her living room. And I don't know if she's actually done it once or twice before, but I think she had posted it recently on Airbnb or was thinking about posting it on Airbnb. And so she wanted Mr. Kill Everything to be the inaugural use for that.
What?
I don't know.
But he was just there
But
to
he
get
wanted
some
her to pay her.
ass, right?
He
I think she's trying to do like crypto prostitution.
Oh.
Prostitution.
See,
Yeah,
like
sort of.
in New York, that stuff is not unusual. I mean, I remember dating somebody who lived in somebody's living room on their couch with just a roommate that they paid.
I've rented a couch before in my life. Yeah.
Okay, and it's very Ray. Mint diggity,
so
she's
Ray.
hurting. The yoga ain't working out. Mint, you're very mean to older ladies.
Who?
Deitois, Stealth Chaos. She seems fun and nice. I hope she finds happiness. Deitois is a really good person.
That was just a joke.
Yeah.
No.
And Cigarette Jones. Crumb reminds him of a thin Liam.
Yeah.
But
I said that's mean.
Crumb is occasionally very funny,
dickhead.
and he's
occasionally
often
very
more
fat.
awake than this. So
Yeah.
let's just bum.
It's all right. I'm too awake and he's not awake enough. It balances out.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good. That was like when I had NJ Ranger in the other night. The IQ in the room was so high, I had to come in and lower it for us. Chris Mack.
I'll
There's
get
a new
more
Wes
energy.
Anderson movie coming out tomorrow. It's called The Phoenician Scheme.
Yeah, it looks like a ripoff of his other movie called The Grand Budapest.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Data said no one ever, I think, referring to my saying she's nice. Yeah, Deitois, but
I
you're
actually
not
really like Wes Anderson.
You're not the ones. Deitois, the thing about Deitois, like, is she doesn't shit on people just to shit on them, just to pile on. So. And,
She hates people all by herself.
Yeah.
NJ Ranger, thin
egg.
Liam is like saying fast sloth. Can't argue with that. Hey kids, help me get on the
Or
not even on the
oxymoron.
super tip leaderboard, but on a super tip board at all. Supertip.gg/Buckman would be nice.
Who's
I mean, look at
on
all
the super
entertainment
tip
we're giving you
board
tonight.
of directors?
I'll do it. What is it called? Supertips.gg.
Super tip.
Schmuel.
No, supertip.gg/Buckman.
.dg.
You'd think it's super tips because of how many times everybody says it that way.
I know. I find myself doing super tip.
Super sips.
Doing it only because when I went to supertips.gg the first time, it was a gambling site, and apparently it's one of the largest in the world, based in Australia. We should all donate to get Schmuel on the board for the goof. You should.
Super tips.
Yeah, okay, Dice. That's like Dice fucking fat women for the goof. I only fucked her for the goof, you know?
Stealth, get the link, bro. Super tip board measures super tippers, not the hacks they are shitting on. Okay.
That was directed at me, I think.
Oh, I thought we were being scolded.
Yeah.
Stealth likes to scold. That's his big thing.
No, Stealth he's doing great.
We have Pat Dixon background.
Oh no.
Stop it, Chrome.
And haha, shut up, David.
Skarika.
Oh, NJ Management on CarMax, I mean.
Hey, can you say that name one more time? MJ Mangerman.
Hey, look, man. At my age, I'm
That was
lucky
my
I can speak
father.
at all.
Call me.
Carfax.
We're not.
Carfax, CarMix, CarMax,
I thought his name was Tarmac.
CarFit, whatever. He gave up, I don't say he gave it up. He had his, what do you call it? I really got to take this down, guys, because it's,
Yeah, it's annoying.
I'm friends with this guy, and I don't want to be stream sniping him.
Pussy.
Yeah, but he had he had other names, and he was saying he had written porn. I don't know if any of it was published or it was for his self-enjoyment, but he was
it's like
on
Bob's
there.
Burgers. It's like Tina from Bob's Burgers. He writes fucking exotic zombie fan fiction.
All right, so
Erotic zombie fan fiction for teens.
Wow.
For toddlers.
Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers.
Never seen
Bob
it.
Burgers. Bob Burgers. Bob Burgers.
Bob's
Yeah,
Burgers. They good?
I've never seen it.
Yeah. One of the most memorable quotes from that show is, "If you don't value your time, nobody will." And I will never forget that. And
True
that
statement,
comes from the stupidest character who's just a handyman who hangs around the burger shop, who's stupid, but he had the best piece of. I understand it's written by other people, but if you don't value your time, nobody will. Which, Schmuel, you're gonna owe me $50 after this episode.
Okay, cool. You keep waiting for that.
Yeah. He wants 25%.
This is
what he got the last time.
If we can get that super tips going.
I have zero idea how I feel about Stealth, but what's very funny is this is him owning me. Schmuel knows very little about the stuff he likes to comment on. That's the point.
It makes it funny. In a
Yeah.
boring way, but you know.
It makes it interesting. If I knew everything, then you guys wouldn't have to tell me, and then there would be no point in me doing this.
It's all right, Stealth. We're all running from something. We all do it different ways. Some of us do shows. Other of us move to Japan. I don't really know.
That's what he
Japan's
did
awesome.
too.
I wanna go there.
Woo, Stealth. That's why it's a waste of our time.
He lives in Japan. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Cool. No, it's fun. What I enjoy about that is,
It was very Twin Peaks of you.
yeah, it's also very like we get
Not you. Not you.
No, he's
Talking about the music riff he did.
The music. I know, but Dave, being stupid is what I do.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Dave's running from her sexuality.
Yeah, I tuck it between you guys. You want to see my new tuck? It's marvelous.
No. Speaking of tucks,
Isn't it
I'll send you a
Trug?
tuck pic. I'll send you
a
a
moment
tuck
of
pic.
silence
Tug.
for
You should
Lisa
say
Boswell.
Tug. like Brendan Schaub.
No, Lisa Boswell died. The good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one that was
Aw.
masturbating and stealing people's underwear and that.
Oh.
Yeah. When she was a dude.
I'm Jim
broke
Norton. I
in-
married a dude.
This is.
What do I have to do to be famous? Have a black baby?
Is that? I think this. Right. This is.
Well,
this
he
is,
shouldn't have married a Norwegian dude.
Right? Do you know that guy?
Even our dudes are hot. It's
Do you
crazy.
know that? Do you know that guy?
Did you know him? I mean, is it one of your
No,
friends?
I don't know. I know the dude.
Mr. Blue Sky. I do
He's
know
from
that
Telemark.
the women do find
Good
you
cheese.
very attractive, and usually they ask me to have you let your hair down.
Oh,
It's
Can
like
I see him what he
a-
looks like with his hair down?
Telemark is like the Castro district of
with my
Norwegian.
hair down?
Yeah. Apparently you're a stud, and they have a picture of you taking out, whatever it is you have, shaking your head Fabio style. There you go.
Who has
Look at
that?
that,
I think they
ladies.
spelled
Look at
creep
that.
wrong.
That's a man. That's a man. So
Yeah.
I think this is Stealth Chaos. I need to go and watch them talk about me in
Are you
Carfax chat.
lampooning me?
He might even cry about me today. I think that's Stealth's thing, right? Like he likes to be talked about. Is that?
I'm so glad you've got 3 people here and you consistently bring up the chat that nobody cares.
I know. I'm just trying to make him think he's important because he's desperately in need
Send
of it.
Stealth the link. Let's get him on.
Yeah, I
here.
don't want him
Send
on.
Self
It
the
just
link,
goes on
please.
too long.
Holy shit.
We'd all be put to
Oh,
sleep.
it's time for you to do your plugs, Schmuel.
Dave seems mad.
My tuck job is greater than Dave's tuck job. I do love that when I was at DabbleCon, at least 3 people asked me if Lucy Tightbox used to be a guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
see,
no, I
Dave
thought that was a
look-
guy at one point too, myself. Just from the internet, because it's hard to tell sometimes, and very manly voice. So yeah, I get it.
What?
Yeah, I just figured it got started because somebody knew they weren't going to get them.
I mean, that might be too, but it sounded like a dude.
Isaac, Dave, take control of this operation. To quote NJ Ranger from earlier, that ship has sailed. And yeah, so lesbian
I get it wrong a
porn,
lot
Cigarette
with-
Jones.
ladies.
Yeah, I told somebody was trying to use that to slur against Karmic, and I was like, nah, don't make me like him.
He does look like a lesbian.
Karmic,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. He could pass as a lesbian. A post-op trainee. Like
I don't know, but-
Female to male.
Based upon what I've seen streaming out of Minnesota, he's the better looking guy of.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going like him and Aaron.
Him, Aaron, Ricada.
Nah, I mean, Nick's better. Nick looks like a dude.
And KB, she's beautiful, all woman. Yeah, she is, and Mrs. Buckman agrees with you, KB. And it's funny. I walked up to her at Hackamania, and I was asking her about her new tattoo, and she let me go on, and then proceeded to tell me that she hasn't gotten a new tattoo in 10 years. So, and she said everybody says the same thing. So,
What was the new
doll.
tattoo you thought she had just gotten?
So does anybody, any of you guys know Mersh at all?
Yeah.
No,
Do you
but I know he's
ever
dad.
watch his show or any of that stuff?
No.
So
I used to
don't-
watch it. I think he's funny.
So I think he's talented. Yeah, NJ Ranger. I do. LOL. So what I love about Mersh is sometimes he's got the shittiest takes in the world, but he thinks they're the best. And I do enjoy how he's taken, it's obviously other people's stories that he's been told, and then he changes them into himself. Because there's like, nobody believing that Mersh was banging hot chicks all over the place for years and years.
Oh, you think those are all someone else's stories? He's just taken over as his own.
I believe so.
Like when he ran the strip club in Florida, he didn't do that.
Mersh has a sexy voice. It's too bad it's attached to that cool. Yeah, he does have a great
Doesn't it
voice.
just sound like, I don't know, cigarettes? His voice
Cigarettes
smells
and-
like cigarettes.
Yeah, it's voice box cancer for sure.
Yeah.
And the dude is like 41 years old. So
I thought he was older.
that's what.
Man.
Yeah.
He's
Unless
going to
he's
end up looking like Kiki's mom, who looks like Satan.
Yeah. The only difference for Mersh is he never goes outside. So that's not going to happen. NJ Ranger, KB, I use his AA voice to represent me. NJ's hilarious. All right. So
it's his spirit animal.
So he has complained immeasurably about how bad the stream was with Pat Dixon, Taz, I, and Karmic on Monday. But he covered it for 4 hours of his show. So it was awful. But I don't know if I have it in the right place, but we'll try. His take on what we should have done. How we should have handled that.
So what I'm asking is like, it's just out of curiosity, right? Like you don't have to tell me because it's not going to affect my life in any way. Just other than knowing some of us are doing this in the name of science, Taz. A fucking kite Jim Norton. I hate all of them. Make fun of all of them. Pat Dixon's a mess. Like fuck all of them. They should all be made fun of. And then fuck me too. Like you should make fun of me.
Yes, please somebody fuck me too. That's
You
what he
are.
means.
So I can put it into my fucking data studies.
Yeah. Data studies of murder.
Does that make sense?
No.
Hey, you don't get study
Anyway,
without
take it over.
stud.
Can you do that? Can you sort of verify that?
Los Teos says Mersh needs to understand the pussy for science. Look, Taz, I'm trying to run a research vessel into your pussy. Don't worry. I'm not attached to the research vessel in any way. We're just doing this for science.
You know, you regret talking about her like in such vulgar terms. And they
see, this is the gay part, right? Because now they're trying to shame Karmic. You know, which is funny. Whatever, he's drunk and you should shame him. And he said some wild shit. But now we're going to do the white knight thing where it's like, well, don't talk about her in a vulgar way. No, you're all in the Dabbleverse. Everyone. I'm not in the Dabbleverse, but you guys should all be talked about in a vulgar way. I'm in my own universe, my own little star system. But like, I should also on the same level as the Dabbleverse people. We should all be talked shit upon.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Hot take.
It's just life.
Yes.
It's what comes with the gig. So, Pat, I'll make fun of you punching Chrissy Mayer in the face, allegedly, according to her. You can't sue me. You'd have to sue her for that.
Yes. Yeah, Mersh is only the first one who brought up Stuttering John, but he's not in the Dabbleverse. Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Right. And
Can we get a comment from the QR code?
He really did. He DM'd me. Pat Dixon DM'd me and was like, why you gonna break my balls about that? I'm like, I'm just having fun. Whatever. Like, I don't get your fucking why you're so serious about it.
Sound like Pat.
I know everybody's saying Taz. It's Taz, but I'm saying Taz because I'm an American and I pay my taxes most of the time. And, you know, I get to say what I want.
This better be the last verse.
Mersh
Singing the last verse.
is one of
He's
a
in the Mersh
very
verse.
few people that almost wind up going to jail.
It's the worst merch.
For not paying taxes, and that's about 6 months ago.
Yeah, he's a dirt merchant.
Yeah, he's
Just
remember
like
the
the
conversation pits from houses built in the 60s and early 70s?
What's in store, Mersh?
This is one of
You won't do it anymore?
I won't do it anymore, but I don't regret it, if that makes any sense, Pat Dixon.
All right, well, hey, so a man without regret.
But now that, like I said, that's where I turn to Pedro. But like, don't talk vulgar about. No, every one of you should be talked vulgar about. Ashley Cummings, Tass, this fucking Schmuel Buckman. He looks like a fucking kike Jim Norton. I hate all of them. Pat Dixon's a mess. Like, fuck all of them. You should all be made fun of. And then fuck me too. Like, you should make fun of me. It's all fair. All fair.
And then he sees
She is flat broke.
Then he sees that I'm in the chat, and all of a sudden it's like, no offense. No offense.
That's
I
the
won't
point.
do it again, but I don't regret it.
This is the point I didn't like when everybody starts white knighting for. Make fun of Karmic on the level that he was embarrassingly drunk and horny, posting about a disgusting two of a woman and eating her pussy. That's the funny angle. But you guys couldn't take that angle because you're friends with the girl. I'm removed from all of you. So let me tell you what the real dynamic is. It's funny because she's gross. And he wanted to eat her pussy lips. And he kept saying pussy, like all that weird shit. You guys brought her on. And you're like, you're really going to talk about Milady like that? Are we really talking about women in vulgar? Are we going to refer to women in vulgarities in 2025? Shut the fuck up. You know, fuck you and fuck every one of you that acts like you're these arbiters of morality. You're the Dabbleverse. You're a bunch of scattered, drunk, drug addict pieces of shit, clinging to one another in the internet like ships in the night, just trying to find some kind of common ground. And that common ground is Stuttering John and a bunch of other Howard Stern cast-offs that are more successful than you.
Shout out Wendy.
We're gonna get to the we're gonna get to the part. I promise. We'll get to the part where Mersh tells us how it's done and how fabulous he is.
Oh, fabulous.
That's what this is. Know it for what it is. And this is where this falls apart. This is where it's like, you should have just been like, damn, Karmic, ain't you embarrassed? You wanted to fucking eat this gross girl's pussy and she looks like a little boy. That shit's like weird, right? Oh, why would you talk about that at the point? But you got to be nice to her and make fun of him. So you guys come, like, you need somebody in there to go, she's gross. Why would you want to eat her pussy, Karmic? How drunk are you? And make fun of how drunk he is. And they still obviously win against Karmic because he doesn't know what street he's on. He's literally living in another dimension on alcohol. And they're taking advantage of that and making fun of him. But they're mostly, instead of making fun of him, doing the whole moral faggotry. This high ground bullshit. Oh, is that how you talk about women? Shut up, you fucking faggots.
Well, it sort of led to this conversation. So, I mean, I guess there's that.
I don't mean to be mean to Taz, but God damn it, Taz, realize what you sweat.
Did you know that cunt is British for cigarettes or something?
Ah.
I heard that. Yeah.
Do all this crazy shit, and I had a small audience, and I could just never go back and look. But like, when you get to this level, buddy, now people clip you, people spread it, you're gonna have to see your worst moments a million times, and it'll make you better, or it'll make you worse in the long run. But he's still just struggling to look back at moments that are bad, and it's like, you need to look back, like. Karmic, I know you're doing this whole typical streamer, like, I'm the best, bow, bow, bow. I'm like Scott Farrell with AI boobs and shit, or whatever you're doing. But at the end of the day, if you want to get good at anything, if it's a sport, if it's radio, if it's comedy, whatever, you want to watch tapes of you being good, but you want to go back and watch tapes of you being the worst you've ever been. Like,
so he watches.
This is a classic. Like, I can't think about a mistake I've made. Then you're gonna keep making them, bud.
You ought to.
Yeah, it was a little more than just saying, "Oh, Tass is attractive. I find her attractive." It was way.
It was
more.
a lot.
All right, I'll read that because it's funny. I'll make it a rule because I do read.
Sorry, I'm trying to get through this.
It's the Dabbleverse. Can't you get like even calling a favor? Like Dr. Steve's nice. Pretend.
More than just saying, "Oh, I care about her. I care about her." It was.
I'm not.
All right, so the love was sexual to you.
Relax, Taz. I'm just saying you hit certain types that, like, I'm like, yeah, I would live a life happily with that type of mindset. But go ahead, Taz. Go
Are
ahead.
you guys fighting right now? Clarence and Louie fight like fucking white kids in private school.
Go ahead.
Karmic, it sounds like you're blaming Taz.
No,
for how you feel.
No,
right? It's everything. We've only heard what she's done to you.
Taz,
right? You've been insulting her for what?
All right, here's my problem with, and I think he's watching right now. Here's my problem. Oh, Shmuel Buckman's here. Look, here's my problem with Shmuel, and I mean this with all due respect. Shmuel Buckman, like, everything he says makes sense from the perspective of, like, are you really doing that right now? All right, Shmuel Buckman is saying all the right things, and he's making the most sense, and I get all that, right? But like, Can we get somebody that's like, I don't know, that like matters? You know what I'm saying? Like they can't get. There has to
Adam
be. How
Bush?
many failed Dr. Drews?
Adam Bush, we have him.
I'm the Timu out Adam Bush.
Were there that have got to be floating around,
Affordable.
right? It's the Dabbleverse. Can't you get like even calling a favor? Like Dr. Steve's nice, right? I know he retired, but like he might come on disputing. He's making excellent points. But can't we get a guy that has like a doctor in his name, or he used to be a guest on fucking Scott Farrell's show, or something more authoritative,
like Dr. Dre?
You know, that's me. Like he's fine. He's got points. Karmic's out of fucking pocket here, but why is Shmuel Buckman telling him that? Who is this guy? It's not fair to anyone.
It always blows me away how angry I get at these guys for no particular reason. 2, 3, 4 weeks.
You are so.
Danny Saints said, I hear Shmuel's a pleasant human. Shmuel, by all accounts, is lovely. But why is he here putting the boots to this guy? We need they need somebody else. You know? Shmuel Buckman, it's like somebody needs Batman to.
Sorry, I'll move forward through that.
So like comic book. Like it's so great.
You know what? I find. Whoa! I find this guy difficult. Difficult to watch. I think my computer just died.
It has nothing to do with your feelings being
All the
hurt
screen
and
shows
everything like
combined.
that. We understand.
And I'm nobody.
You're a tough man.
Me and Royce do a show that's bigger, like we're bigger than Brennan
It's
and
just
bigger than
boring
all
to
these.
watch.
Like, but neither one of us think we matter.
You have to make it clear.
That's why Royce keeps lifting metal, so he can try to be as pretty as he can in his 40s. And I'm drinking myself to death because we know none of this matters.
Which
Wait,
way,
let him talk.
She's telling me every which way where I'm to give hit Pat Dix. And what am I supposed to do? Just sit me on for more than 5 minutes, Pat.
I'm more interested in Mersh than I am Karmic. So
what does that say?
Well,
Yeah, well.
Wrong, says Starries. Starry.
Stars
I got a
was all
question.
pissed. Yeah,
I got
go
a
ahead.
question. Does anybody in chat know? Does Mersh
Have enough
get a
nice
better
sales, but they
percentage?
just, you know, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Does Mersh get a better percentage from Rumble rants than the regular old Joe? Or is that the
No.
reason why he posts his fucking? So he also only makes 50% off of his Rumble rants, which is a fucking travesty.
In this show,
Wait.
so if I'd know how to clip, I would have clipped it. And that's sort of where it goes with this. So Mersh proceeds to go on to tell everyone how they're supposed to do everything and how fantastic he is. And then lets us know that he made $87 that night. And this show is what? 226 in, and that's just from the clip that I started. So this guy's like he's got to be close to 3 hours in. He made $87. But he has all the answers. And what I do enjoy about him is how he waxes so poetic about how great he is, though. And I'm going to try to find that, and if I can't in the next 2 minutes, I will give up.
Yeah, you can apologize too. You made a lot of very provocative comments. We'll give you a baby.
This is where I defer from Shmuley and you, Shmuel. It's just your Rabbi Shmuley and Pat Dixon. This is where I hate it when you start moral fagging. Let this guy crash and burn on his own. Don't start becoming moral fags. Like it's almost like you're adding fuel to a fire that doesn't. The timber's burning, the wildfire's spreading, and you're risking getting caught dumping gasoline on a cul-de-sac to make the fire better when we don't need your help. The fire is great, and now you're doing this gay shit where you're like, you're talking about her pussy lips, dude. Like, hey, bro, hey, dude, talking about her pussy lips is out of line. Fine, I'll say it. I'll eat fucking Taz's 10-year-old boy pussy. How about that? I'll eat your fucking. I'm assuming. By the way, looking at Taz, it's very unshaven, and
What?
No, looking at Taz, probably no hair on it.
Interesting detail, at least.
So here we go.
Just
I'm
wait
gonna
until
let
she hits puberty.
Your joke can't be he's a child or he's a boy at one point, and then he's got a hairy snatch. He's fucking retarded.
Yeah, boy
There
can't
was
have a
there
hairy
was-
snatch. Good point, David.
Hey, this is a post-modern world, whatever.
No, it
Postmodern.
is weird. His whole take on shit is weird.
Sure, there was.
We were friends. I liked you.
I don't even like Taz. I'm just saying.
Taz is
I hate
great.
Mersh
Come
more.
on. Come on.
I love Taz.
I mean, whatever.
Psychos, they won't have a bunch of shit in their room of my merch. Like,
Exactly.
I'd rather have the psychos coming at me than the psychos working on my behalf.
Then don't be a guy.
Get away from me. I'd rather you point all your guns at me, but don't point guns at others on my behalf.
And you know what I mean? I mean,
Dabbleverse is going to learn that real soon. There's going to be Dabbleverse related murders.
A guy.
It's going to happen. because
Dabbleverse
you got a
related
bunch of
murders. Come on now. I mean, the Dabbleverse has been
fucking
going
retarded
strong
marks
for
running this whole
3
thing,
years. If
and
there was
everybody's
gonna be
just
murders,
fast
it
and
would've
loose,
happened.
and something bad's going to happen.
It's not
And
Pat Disney
all of
show.
us are going to suffer in terms of donos because of
You know
like,
that
this is
Crumb
the
is
new IP2. The
transitioning
Dabbleverse
into a
is the new
guy.
IP2. Like, remember, I said years ago, IP2 is going to lead to something bad. It led to Johnny Somali.
Johnny Somali.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Johnny.
We're doing
his
another couple
fucking-
minutes. I'm gonna go play No Man's Sky. This is gay. I barely made, like, I did okay. No, I didn't even do okay tonight.
Valley of No
why am I
Man's
doing
Sky.
this?
Happened, man. I'm confused.
Pimlico.
When I
That's
seen
what
him,
happens.
no, I seen him when Tech come in. Said, hi, how's everybody doing? Oh,
How have you guys with this? I'm gonna go feed the cats.
Fine, but tell me this, Carter. Why can't you watch that stream where you talked about Taz?
I wasn't on your stream.
She wasn't
No,
on your
she
stream.
was
Just
crying her eyes out the week after on your stream.
watch yourself, and she's never cried her eyes out on this fucking
Yeah,
stream.
so why do
Your
I want
stream
her
pipeline.
stream?
Do not project your
shut
shit
up.
onto me, man.
Bullshit.
Maybe you
That is true. He has cried way more than
Taz
anybody else.
bawling her eyes out.
It didn't happen.
That didn't happen, man.
He definitely did, and she didn't. Maybe she
Mersh
had
is
a-
kind
He's a
of crying
emotionally
now
hurt.
about everyone should be mean or whatever.
right, and he's going to go into what
This is a
2 minutes
blatant
ago you
fucking
said she
lie.
teared up. Now
How
she's
he
bawling her
would've-
eyes
All
out.
right, I'm gonna give the cats food.
Get
I'll be
the
right back.
clip, man. Clip it.
Oh, clip.
Oh, this little
Like,
bit.
oh, Pat doesn't want
It'd be
to
hilarious.
No,
He's,
Lower that a little bit.
watch your stream where you said all the shit initially about rape.
Sorry, I'm trying to move through this as quick as I can here, guys.
I'm just saying that I think that Karmic is a very hurt
At
individual.
389
He gets hurt
watching.
easy.
So
real
let's see now.
easy. That's all.
Let's see if we
Great background. Mersh.
Well, you never know what
pretty
money's
killer.
going to do for you,
388, 387. It's dropping
Yeah,
now, so we're gonna
makes
see
you
how it
even more
drops.
wackadoodle.
Do you think he took that picture himself?
Sure.
You think he oversaturated himself? You think
I
he?
took this at the beach.
Saturated fats.
My cats and me.
fuck.
Picture of the beach.
Let me get that cough out and then I have, I cough myself.
He
so I-
smokes weed like a fucking crackhead,
Cough
dude.
myself
I don't get it. Who does this?
All right, here we go.
Tries
We're
to make
gonna
himself pass out.
Who
What is
smokes
this?
weed like that? The
Boom,
fuck,
boom.
dude?
How does this? Boom.
All right, I think
We're gonna do this.
is that it? Yeah, that's it. There's a point in here where he's like, he goes on about how fantastic he and Royce are, how they're the OGs, and this is all bullshit, and we should have really gone after Taz and her looks and all this other stuff, and it's just like that
You should
wasn't
bring
the point,
up
Mersh.
Royce's wife. She just won 4th place in some bodybuilding thing.
Bodybuilding.
Yeah, I saw
Panhandler
that.
won some drops.
Bro.
Great looking lady.
Fucking Royce really does look like Red Band if he took Joe Rogan's advice like 10 years ago.
Royce the 5'9".
Yeah, he's
Oh,
fucking
I have-
pretty jacked.
Hear this one. Just listen to this one.
We put people from Norway through tables. Just kidding.
I got a hat.
Here's one more.
I'm with the Salvation Army.
Right.
Sound drop
It's
Thursday.
insanity. And I got
It's
the hat.
literally criminally insane.
My vape like
All right. I think if this is the point we're reaching, we should wrap this up. The thing with
What do you mean?
Royce and his wife are swingers.
Oh no! Get the upside down pineapple.
That's pretty funny.
Would you take a ride on that swing?
I've never,
I don't know
I'd
what you
fuck
call a
Mersh. I
swing.
mean, I'd fuck Royce. Sure.
Of course. Anyway, see,
that's how swingers work, right? You have to fuck the man and the woman at the same. I'd fuck both of them. Sure.
Yeah, both at the same time.
And then you lynch them, hence the swinging.
They're not black.
Yeah. The great part about Mersh though is he goes on like this every night, and
but the
he's
sand
hammered, and then for a few months it was about him. He was gonna get thrown out. He was gonna get thrown out of his house because he had no money. Right, his car was repoed.
Mersh,
he had to go to
ain't got no money.
he had to go to
Mersh is flat.
Walmart and pay it, and the guy, but he knows everything. He knows how to do everything. That's my between him and Stealth. It's what I need is more people telling me how to do what I do.
No, you're 100% correct. Hey, go ahead, do me a favor. Play that Kevin Brennan drop you had there earlier. Go ahead and play that for me real quick. I want to hear it.
It's insanity. It's
Not that
literally
one, the
criminally
super tip.
insane.
The super tip. Go ahead and play the super tip.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted to hear.
No, I'm making a comparison as you're so annoyed about people telling you what to do, yet you can't do the things that you're trying to do. That's why we tell you that ways to do things. Yep, that's the one, guys. No, but he's got it all figured out. He's got it all figured out over here.
Right, but the people who are telling me what to do are not telling me what to do in this area. Right? If you want to tell me what to
Put
do with
up
the super
Dave
tips and how to do that, that's fine. But I stink. That's the whole. That's generally where it comes. Like, there's like 4 or 5 guys that constantly like to give me advice, and none of the 4 or 5 guys have their own streams. And so, that's my thing. Let's give it a shot. And I
Those
know
4 or 5 guys are probably big fans and watch a lot of other shows and streams. So maybe their information really is valuable as well. You don't have to have a stream to have an opinion on what a good stream or a bad stream should be, especially if you've watched a lot of streams.
Yeah.
Well, you
But when are we
don't, but
talking music?
what
I
you're
watch a
doing
lot
is
of
they're
TV.
appealing to you. We're going to talk music right now. Bit of a distraction without a difference, but I'll roll with it. All right. I'm sorry. I dragged MBS on here tonight under the pretense we were going to talk about AI music. So
yeah, let's do that.
let's spend. The catty Dave is here. Yeah, Dave does get very catty. Thank you, Stallion.
That's the only point of the show. There's literally no reason for me to come on the show unless I'm a bitch to Schmuel. I mean, literally the only reason.
You were a bitch to
ever
me,
would want
too.
on here. Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm
it's-
collateral.
Be a bitch. To be bitchy.
Yeah.
Do
Who
you,
wants my
do you like
opinions?
AI
Nothing.
music, Dave?
There's also the Diva Dave.
Yeah, there is the
Diva
Diva
Dave,
Dave.
there's Coke Dave, there's Sassy Dave, there's Crass Dave, and there's Broke Dave. And I'm all of those right now, so.
And
Cigarette Jones, wise men listen to
Shy
Stealth
Dave.
Chaos. And if you don't believe that, just ask Stealth Chaos.
Look, I talk shit about Self Chaos today, but I think he's a fine gentleman. I made jokes because they're out of love. I guess.
Does Stealth have his own show?
Not that I'm aware of.
He was on Karmic's a few times, and that's where the
Yeah.
fallout happened, right?
Yeah, the fallout happened sort of in real time before that, but yeah.
Okay.
What, do you know what that was about or no?
Something about started with the final boss and then the modding. It's fucking retarded. It literally started with modding. That's why everybody on my channel gets modded. Right, Stalin?
That's why I don't mod anybody.
Yeah, you don't need them. You don't need them. I'll give you advice. You don't need them, right? They're gonna fuck you over eventually.
I do like Ghost Party though.
Stallion, I'll
It's
go
been-
into
it's
his.
kind of been stuck in my head.
No.
Shmuel, if you want to get yelled at, then you could send Karmic the link to Karmic.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up, Shmuel. Stallion, if you could make me a drop that just says, "Shut up, Shmuel." And Stallion, thank you for having principles, Shmuel. So, look, the whole point of that stream the other night, for me, I don't care what anybody else was doing. I wanted to get to the end of. I wanted to find out what makes this guy tick. And when we got to the end of that stream, it was really late, but that's when we found out about how he got fired, what's going on with his brother-in-law, all that stuff. That was pretty goddamn.
He was divulging like real
I think
life
MBS
shit.
got pissed. Why is he? Oh, you did it.
When you're not when somebody's talking, you don't have to play the piano. When somebody's not talking, go ahead and play the piano all the fuck you want.
He's playing the piano. He's practicing our music bed.
I was playing a Karmic song too.
Yeah. Hey, so let me ask you a question, there, Mr. Blue Sky. So the AI music, is it just another tool? Is it just another piece of equipment? I know I've asked you this before, but I don't think we did it on stream. Or is it for people who don't know and can't do to try to act like they do?
Exactly. The
It's
last part.
It's a new tool. It's not just another tool. It's a totally different tool, and it helps people that are good at listening and like, discovering that thing or that thing, and they don't have to be able to play themselves. So it does kind of, I don't know, can be good like that, I guess.
Look, if you're commissioned to make a song for somebody, I got no issues you using AI to come up with a song or whatever. If you want to come up with a song for your intro, I got no issues using AI to come up with a song with your intro. I have an issue if you're just making, you're muddying the AdSense content with AI shit that is eventually going to lead to everybody getting demonetized because they can't keep up with the AI shit. That's what I have stuff against.
Is that what that means?
Well, I don't care about anything.
I think that if
Is that what
AI
happened
becomes
to Chad?
if AI becomes an issue so much for YouTube to where they essentially have another adpocalypse, a third adpocalypse, and they're like, all right, well, nobody's getting any money then. You can only make money through super chats or something. I got a problem with that. I could see a world where that happens.
Because that's what happened in Chad, right? Like someone was fucking with his AdSense, and that's why he was demonetized.
Chad's fucking retarded. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe there was some kind of directed attack on him, yes, and maybe not. I don't know. But the fact that like he thinks that like if the fact that he thinks that like people can just watch his ads over and over and over again is fucking retarded.
No, he said that some people were double clicking on his ads with the VPN, so that's what happened. And then AdSense was like, "Oh, you're getting people from other countries clicking on ads, so we have to demonetize you, dude." I believe it. I believe it.
I know. And what he doesn't understand too, he doesn't understand the blocking in other countries. He doesn't understand that whole thing. All that means, Chad, is that if you're blocked and demonetized in certain countries. What?
I'm wondering about one thing. Is this the ads that people with YouTube Premium don't see?
I never see them. Yes, yeah, exactly. Shut up.
But also,
yeah.
If you have YouTube Premium and you click on a video that is AdSensed, they actually make more money.
Well,
as a creator, I make more money if a YouTube Premium user clicks on my thing. I
we're
make more.
paying.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I pay for that ad. I mean, because who wants to watch ads on YouTube, dude? Who does that? Who does that?
And yeah, Crumb,
for fun?
the thing about
I don't think anyone does it for fun.
Chad getting attacked is just bullshit because that's not. You can't. If they wanted to take him down, they take him down. They wouldn't just take away his AdSense. And you'd need like a bot farm to be clicking on the ads. And
I believe it.
I know.
Cardiff, who's been taken down, had a pretty good take on this, which is
Cardiff's take. Go on.
No, go ahead.
I would say Cardiff's takedown was a literal filter bot that caught him showing pornography. It's insta ban. Boom, boom, boom.
No.
what Chad is claiming is like a thing that can take over days or weeks to like investigate and look into. And is he's an idiot. It probably has to do with the word cucks. Maybe people flagged it for that word. Maybe it did get over
or PDF word.
But the PDF word,
Dead-
it could be the
the
death
Deadpool.
pool. It could be all those
Yeah.
things. Especially when you have a membership thing and you get the AdSense stuff,
Yeah.
it all can fuck your channel one level
People showing
more.
their members on stream.
I'm pretty sure that someone attacked his channel from Bulgaria with a VPN.
Or Romania.
Yeah. It was David. What's his name doing it from the
Yugoslavia.
Bahamas with his VPN.
Yeah, that's what happened. Just so he could get Chad because he
Did get the
desperately
profits.
wanted Chad.
David
on for
Barista, whatever his name is.
his book launch.
Yes,
Great
David
espresso.
Barisma.
Yeah,
I looked up-
Barisma.
This guy's book is published by Humanix, which is the publishing arm of Newsmax, which publishes. It's like, it's not
This is like Pepsi Max.
It's not self-publishing, but it's pretty goddamn close.
Practically close.
Well, he asked his dad, who was a prosecutor and a judge, and I'm sure it's
Right.
fine.
And a fag.
Easy.
A bundle of sticks.
A bundle. He's half a bundle of sticks.
You trying to
And
get the
half,
AdSense?
and half a British cigarette.
Yes, which is cunt.
Facts.
No. Schmuel doesn't have to worry about that. His channel's not monetized. Doesn't make any AdSense. And he
Super
got
tips.
super tip.
Yeah.
And we've seen how well those have done
GG
tonight.
Yeah.
Buckman.
Well, okay, Buckman, this is what you have to do.
Let's try
You
that.
have to pretend that your wife divorced you, that you're spiraling, you've gotten back into alcoholism, you've lost your business or whatever it is you do for
I
a
like
living. I don't
this.
even know. And then people are like, oh, Schmuel's poor now. He can't afford to go to Hackamania all the way from New York. He can't afford to go to the Borgata for MLC. He can't afford to go watch Patrick, whatever, all these things. Like, then they'll start sending you money. Don't you get it?
Yeah.
And you have to
They
cry
think
over
you're
Taz.
rich. Because you are.
I'd have to
You don't need
debase
the
myself.
money.
He didn't need the money. He never needed.
Yeah, speaking of Atlantic City, Deb was there. Deb from Nice Podcast Stupid was there this week.
Atlantic
And,
City.
She wanted me to go out to dinner with her and Rob Saul, and Rob wants me to come to Atlantic City so he can kick my ass. That resurrected itself last week.
You gonna accept the terms, cowboy?
It's already over.
Oh, you pussied out already? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
it was
I
in
had-
Atlanta.
I
I
had a
was
stream to
looking
do.
for everyone.
Bentley's Atlanta. That's
That
the-
joke's not even funny in America.
It kills in Norway though.
It won't kill in Norway. What I meant to say was that joke's not even funny in Norway. Fuck. But then,
What joke?
Hey,
That
isn't
one.
Mrs.
That
Norton
one.
from Norway?
That one. Yes.
From Telemark.
Okay. And
Yeah, it's a
Great
county.
cheese. Great cheese.
is Telemark a city or is that a play?
Like a county or
Oh, okay.
something. Yeah.
province.
All right.
Like a state?
No, no, no.
No.
It's like a
We have
city,
one
like a
state.
city.
You don't have any states? You got one state?
We have one state. Our
Yeah.
state, yeah.
It's the
Norway?
It's a
A Norwegian
what do they call
state.
it? What do they call it?
How big is it compared to a U.S. state?
Rhode
Not a
Island.
malicious state.
A lot of them are.
That's a good question. It's relatively long, but yeah, it's tiny, teeny tiny. And
So
also,
on my
most of Norway you can't live because there's mountains and shit. It's
Yeah,
not
there's
flat.
no way
at
to
all.
live there. That's right.
Yeah, that one isn't even funny in Sweden, dude.
And everything's funny in Sweden.
Yeah, even the Swedes. It looks.
All right, I gotta go pick up.
All
the
right, so
dogs. See you guys
Norway
later.
Norway would be
night.
basically like
you later.
from
Bye. Oh shit! I removed the wrong guy.
it would basically
Sorry
it
about
would be
that.
like driving down 95 from like Boston, Mass to Jacksonville. That's like what it looks like. Boom.
That's a decent size.
Yeah, like a slim. It's like the eastern seaboard of the United States. That's Norway.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Grok how long Norway is.
Look at I typed.
Oh, it's like the men in Minnesota there, Detroit. Long yet tiny. Hey, Detroit.
Yeah, it looks like
See
a
this-
ball sack and nuts and.
See
a
this chat,
penis.
Detroit? Any interest?
Long yet tiny.
Man, Manic Dave is the craziest Dave. Right, Dave?
Your country looks like a nutsack and a dick, bro.
It's the length of Norway's coastline is 15,626 miles long.
Wow.
Its land length from north to south is roughly 1,100 miles.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
this.
know what. Yeah, but does that put it into perspective or?
It
There,
does.
look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's good. So I
It's well hung.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a dog penis.
Cigarette Jones, we're getting a female co-host.
Well,
I
it
have
gets a lot of
wanted.
bitches.
I have wanted. I tried to get a female co-host when I first started doing this.
And you
One,
got
there aren't
Dave.
that-
It's almost.
There aren't that many females around, and two, the ones that I got that were streamers were also fucking crazy. It was like
Name
Juggler
names.
Jen and stuff.
it
or-
was nuts. No, I tried to get a
Wendy?
hold. I saw that new girl, and
Oh, New Girl's the best.
I tried to get a hold of her, and but just it didn't work. And
Yeah, no. She doesn't want to do a show.
I couldn't get a hold. But and she was on. She was
Did you
on with
find you
Eckel.
creepy?
She's on with Eckel and Rochi. Wendy's a retarded. So
No, really.
Yeah, no, they call her Wendy the slow retard or something.
yeah, they used to call
It's
her Wendy
less
the
offensive.
retard, but to be politically
Yeah.
correct, now she's what, Wendy the slow adult.
Oh,
Someone-
sorry, I thought it was Wendy the slow retard.
Someone
Yeah.
sent me a picture of her foot recently. You don't want to see it.
No, I'm not a foot guy anyway.
No, these are alligator feet.
Daytwa. Girth for the win at
New Girl
Daytwa.
rules though. Girth for the win.
Edsel Field.
Oh, I think he meant Gunt.
Wow. We just had we went down in viewers, we went back up. Is
That's
what
because
what
Dave
hap-
left.
What happened? Yeah, I know. But you know what's hilarious is if I do a show without Dave, I will get people saying, and not a lot, but enough. You know, I have a small audience anyway. But I'll get people going, it's impossible to watch that show without Dave. Dave is on, and I will get an equal number of people saying, you know, he's impossible. How do you do a show with him? I can't watch it. So I just, you know, Dave is
Yeah.
the guy that he draws attention. Let's put it to you that way.
You know what you need to do? Someone paid $50 to get me kicked off a show the other day. Like, that's what you need to do. Start, like, just hawking how much to kick Crumb. Because we can make some money that way.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. I'm not. Hey, Taz, Mr. Schmuel, Detroit, Chris McPan, what's up, gang?
Taz rules.
What's up, Taz?
Taz rules.
Tasmania coming up.
Tasmaniac. She's great.
The best.
Yeah, see, here's the deal, man. I don't want to do any. Like, I don't want to do that.
No, I know.
That's been like my whole thing all along. It's like I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of this other shit. I don't want to be like, you know, where Dave was saying like, oh, say you're poor, say you're this. I don't want to be debased for money either.
Right.
Now, I don't
That's
mind being
pretty based.
No, but because then you open yourself up to being your show is run by the super chats, where it's like if they tell you to do something and they pay you, then you have to do it because you've set a precedent of, oh, hey, we're all just this is what we do. I'm just begging for money. Then you're just
Right.
basically steel toe.
And then there's some good-natured ribbing that goes on, but what happens is it has to constantly get ratcheted up. You know?
Yeah.
And then
Good-natured
you're like,
ribbing for her pleasure.
and
Show
after
me
a
your
while,
dick.
after a while,
money.
you're just fucking like, I get it. I was talking to Karmic and I were actually DMing today, and
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm trying to I do my thing, which is hey man, if you want to help with the drink, I'm here, blah blah blah.
All right.
But yeah, I'd like to see. I don't know. I'd like to see him get back to get
He
some.
doesn't want any help though, dude. You can tell he doesn't want help.
Right.
He's guzzling bottles, not even fucking mixing them, just straight bottle to the mouth.
No, that's because he's off the medication and stuff. But but what I said to him
What are we
today is
talking
like, karmic.
Oh, okay.
And I
No,
said,
man, he's on a high right now. He's living his best life. He's got tons of fucking strangers giving him money to act like a fool, and that's what he wants. That's what he's gonna do. You're not
Don't
gonna
act
help him.
a fool.
This is what he wants, dude.
Yeah, no, I disagree. But it's like the thing I said to him today is, hey man, you can continue to do this, and you'll just debase yourself for money, or because he's having seen him in Pat's stream for so long, there's something about him, man. He's got some talent, and so it's like basically that's what I said to him. Look, if you want to be the guy that just gets shit on for money, that's fine. And if you can do it, that's fine too. But you saw what it did to John, right?
But I mean, aren't you kind of pumping him up in a little way? Because does he have talent?
He does, yeah. I think he does. Look, he can. I think Mersh has talent. I think anybody that can hold an audience. This guy can hold an audience for 2 hours, 3 hours.
I think,
and he's done it sober. And I think it's great because I think if you're drinking like he is and crashing like he is, I think what happens is he tells people, I'm not telling him how to do a show, man. His chat, like these people are paying and rooting for him to just drink more and to just get worse. It's like there's like almost
that's his
hope
show, though, man.
They all
That's
want
what
to
he
sit and
does.
see. What they're hoping is that this guy finally blows his brains out, if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube terms of service, on air, and they can say, "Oh, I saw that." That's they want to drive
it's
the
a
guy
bunch
down.
of enabling a fucking dude that's just a drunk. That's what it is. That's what people want to watch. They don't think that he's talented.
But he is. Whether you want to say
Is
so
he?
or
He is.
he has to be, yeah, because he's
Okay.
because you can't talk for that long and maintain an audience for that
I
long.
obviously don't know talent.
Unless there's something there. If
There
you
isn't
went on a
anything
stream,
there, though,
if
dude.
you went on a stream and talked for 3 hours, 4 hours by yourself, with 100
Drinking,
people
being
watching,
retarded, saying dumb shit, and playing awful music, people will watch and then send me money to do it more. Yeah, of course. That's talent, I guess, in this day and age. Sure.
Shmuel telling Karmic how to do a show.
I don't think
He was
it's
the one
talent.
with the views. No, I wasn't, and I was not telling him to. I wasn't telling.
What
him
is talent in
do
the
a show.
Dabbleverse, though? Really?
I don't know. Whatever. So Tuna Town.
I mean, it's
All
karmic
right.
for you.
He's charismatic. Tuna Town. That's a good.
Yeah.
That would be a good way to do it.
Sure, he's talented.
No, but he's got people want to watch him.
They want to watch him. He's a lolcow, dude. And that's what people are watching. They want to see him say dumb shit and drink himself into
They
oblivion.
like him for his idiosyncrasy or whatever the word is.
Yeah.
That's
I
exactly what it is.
digress.
Mint,
Right, so
mint diggity.
so that's a talent, I guess. Like no, only he
People
has what
pumping
he
up
has.
retards, dude. That's what it is.
No, it could.
Well,
Crumb, you
something
can't.
interesting.
But if you just decided to get all fucked up and go on air, and you wouldn't maintain that. You wouldn't maintain that audience.
I
wouldn't
guarantee I
maintain it.
could. I would be way better if I wanted to. But why would I fucking debase myself like that?
I disagree. Look, man. I think he's got a
Yeah,
drinking problem.
you learned a new
and,
word today. Crumb.
People might
Debate.
just want to see him drink because he's more entertaining drunk. That's possible, Mint, but I think they're rooting for self-destruction.
You want to see a fucking sober
kind of
karmic
person I
talk
am.
about his day?
Always mint quality comments.
No, but the guys.
See, look, TJ agrees. TJ gets it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, TJ.
here's the deal, man. I don't enjoy watching people destroy themselves, right? So, mint diggity. Well, you're wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what that guy's doing though. Because then you'll see him like the next day be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not drinking now. I'm good. I'm like a day sober." And then the next day he's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but he did a show last night where he wasn't drinking. It was good. It was an
He was drinking
enjoyable
on
show.
fucking today though on
And
KB's show.
Right,
Blah,
mint
blah, blah,
diggity.
blah,
Well, you're wrong. Yeah, I get it, mint. I just you know,
Whatever, man. God bless him. I
I'm
don't
allowed
want
to
him
have an opinion.
the most success to him. If he wants to do that, good for him.
Yeah.
I wish him the best of luck.
And I don't troll the motherfucker. I'm
I
not
don't
going to
either.
troll.
I don't
him.
watch him. It's annoying.
Oh, it's actually the chat. The chat is pretty amazing. There's a bunch of fucking trolls in there, but there's like a lot of NJ Rangers and people that can chat. And I do love that Stealth wants to fix them. You know,
You can't fix retarded.
in the chat. Yeah, well, but you can fix alcoholism. You know, I don't know. I just
But
thought.
like,
Go ahead.
this isn't the avenue to do it.
Mm-mm. But hey, man, you go where you go, right? You need to make money. If this is the place to do it, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like publicly airing your problems. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, how about some music, please?
Oh.
Panhandler. That sounds like a monkey organ.
I think he's referring to me asking it to do it. So,
Oh.
Mr.
It
Blue
sounded
Sky.
like
Can we talk about music beds for a minute? And then we really do got to cut it out of here. But because I actually want to have a conversation with you about music, something I don't know. So hopefully you'll come back on. But what do you think about music beds in podcasts or streams, whatever we call it?
It has to be done with care. It's very easy to put something that is super annoying. Like put it under the show. There's many shows I've been like, I like this show, but that music bed is just gonna drive me insane. I can't watch this shit. And I think you drive more people away than you attract people with a music bed.
It's funny because I listen to some shows that have a music bed, and I'm like, that really adds to that show. And then other ones, I'm like you, where it makes me nuts. And it's usually it's
Very
too
hit or
loud
miss.
or it doesn't fit with what they're talking about, and it's just distracting.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah. So it has to be tested. You should try to have like 4 or 5 different ones.
and okay, cool. I don't know. I'm still my jury is out on that. I think I like some of it. But Ghost Party. What can you do? That's the killer song. And his stuff.
My favorite YouTube or Dabbleverse theme song is Kumia's Cucks from Chad Zumach. Ball washing. Kumia's Cucks.
It's too formulaic for me to like it. It's made for you to like it initially,
And
but
then,
then it gets real old. Yeah.
But it's an earworm, you know. You get stuck in that ear, you know.
Yeah, but it's not like no, I kind of hate the song.
I don't
Ghost
think you
Party
wrote
is
it.
an earworm until you start realizing the word.
I don't know what Ghost Party is.
Isn't that one of them like that? It's like something like what? Which one of his songs?
Is that what Karmic plays?
Yeah, I'm so bad. I'm so bad with music. Now, what made me, what I thought about him when he first came out, when it comes to the music, was, did he just put prompts into AI and is what came out, or did he do something along with it? Like, was there work involved in that music?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say no work, all AI bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of work went into it, but not from Karmic, maybe.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't have the answer.
I'm going to disagree on that one.
I really don't know. I think since I don't know, I can't really answer it.
Cigarette Jones, heard anything from Ray? No, not in a few weeks.
That's good. He promised to die early, didn't he?
Where's Ray? Yeah, he did. That's his whole. That's the. When you have the conversation with some of these guys, and you're like, look, you're doing what you're doing today, and today it works. But if you break a leg, you can't work anymore. You're gonna what? What are you gonna do? And then what are you gonna do about retirement? And his answer is his parents died at 58, so that's when he's gonna die.
Yeah, a lot of people use that excuse, and it's not a good one.
No.
It's like
It's just it's
some people
an-
are like, oh, my parents weren't good, so I won't have kids. It's like, well, you could be a good parent. What the fuck? That doesn't. I don't understand that logic.
It's an avoidance. It's just an avoidance. It's an excuse to avoid.
Totally. It's like it's a cop out, taking the easy route.
It's
Yeah.
Chad and Joey and many other people that have like dreams of doing things.
Yeah.
And like even with Chad losing the super chats, right? And now he's like, well, I don't know what super tips. I want to get it all ready. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it never gets done, right? Or another year of your life goes by. And
Yeah.
the
But
way
Joey C is a bad example because he's a loser, fucking criminal guy.
and what's the difference between that and Chad?
He's a successful comic.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I think we're gonna close. His dates wise, his AdSense was
Good question. Yeah.
his AdSense was canceled, and we don't know the answer why. Go ahead.
Steve S gets it. Waiting for death isn't the greatest game plan either. Yeah,
No.
like waiting around to die. That's a shit life.
It's like buying lottery tickets as a retirement plan.
Or like waiting for your grandma to die because she's got money, hopefully. But then you realize when she dies, she got nothing. That's the best. I love when people do that. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting that trust fund. No, you're not.
What I've seen happen a bunch is somebody dies and they do have plenty of money, and either the will is not what they wanted it to be, or all these relatives start coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Those are the best.
I just got your SoundCloud, Mr. Blue Sky, and I will listen to it.
Oh, you're in for some delightful.
You can also post it in the chat if you want.
Oh, I can? Cool. Thank you. That would be great.
You're welcome.
I don't know that we have anybody left besides the three of us.
No, he's one of the best musicians I've ever known personally. Is Mr. Blue Sky.
Cool. All right. And then Echo Pineapple gets really mad at me because I don't have people. He's gotten all pissed off at me because I haven't let people promote themselves. And I mean to, and it's not being rude. I just forget to do it, and then you
Fuck
guys
that
shame me into not using my timer.
No,
So,
we don't need that. I don't need it. I've got no plugs, nothing.
No, this is my hair. I don't have plugs.
Well, it's good. Got more. Certainly more than
Well,
I
you have hair too.
And yeah, I have to wear the
You have
hat.
surprisingly, like the amount. You have more hair than one would think for wearing
So
a
I
cap
went.
all the time.
I went to the barber on Sunday, and I said, I just want to trim, just like a little bit of a trim. And the guy's like, oh, okay, fine. And the next thing I knew, this is how I looked. So
We're all bald.
You know,
except for Mr. Blue Sky.
We're all.
I know, but I'm a lot older than you guys. So I'm happy to have kept my hair long enough. I do laugh at some guys whose like goal for hair keeping is to get married, right? They got to find somebody to marry before they go bald. So
that makes for a very neurotic and chaotic dating life.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, and then you go through the 5 stages of grief, right? Then you start learning to cope with it. And if I had it here, I'd put up the picture of how much hair I used to really have, which was quite.
I think the best way to cope with going bald is to deny it and then have a comb over and then do a lot of coke and do YouTube stuff.
I think that's probably the way to go. MBS, were you the guy that told a story about some schizo person?
Oh yeah, I think maybe yeah.
It's about me. I remember.
No.
No.
All right, guys. I had a hard out at 9:30, and
9:30.
I now will not be getting laid for a week. So I will chat with you all later. You guys follow Mr. Blue Sky at Mr. Blue Sky 420 on Twitter. Crumb, give us yours. Crumb bum. And I posted the link for Mr. Blue Sky's SoundCloud, and I will put that up. So what you'll see tomorrow is I always put the streams up the next day. I put up posts in like Twitter and stuff to ask people to give a re-listen, and then I try to put in the links and stuff there. So, because I'm obviously incapable here. So, good night, gentlemen. It's been a blast, and I will see you soon. Okay.
Later, man.
Bye.